Ah, schön, ja. Return, okay. Cool. Wait for Button Press. Deutsch. Zeitüberschreitung in Dialogen. Warten auf... Okay. Geh noch ein bisschen weiter runter damit. So. Whispers of a Machine. Das Spiel habe ich auch. Ich hatte das sogar angefangen gehabt aufzunehmen, bevor ich angefangen habe zu streamen wieder. Ja. Und ja. Das ist eigentlich auch noch ein Spiel, das man spielen kann. Der Plot und das Setting ist, finde ich vor allem saugeil. Aber gut, ich will jetzt nicht lange schnacken. Ich möchte direkt ins Spiel einsteigen.
Hey, you. Hey. Oh, man. Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So, I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
Wait, hear me out! So, I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and...
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
And get this! His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it! I knew you'd know him.
Ja, damit willkommen. Ich habe jetzt spontan entschieden, auch damit ein herzerfrischendes Moin Moin und willkommen, YouTube. Ich werde das auf YouTube hochladen. Ich weiß noch nicht, ob ich das in einzelne Folgen schneiden werde oder ob ich ob ich das im komplett halt wirklich Stream für Stream halt das hochladen werde. Ich weiß es noch nicht. Aber ich habe mich gerade spontan dazu entschieden, dass ich Bock drauf habe. Jetzt ist die Musik schon wieder so leise. Ich mach mal so. Ja. Das hatte ich, glaube ich, gerade nur auf mein Ohr so laut an. Eine Sache möchte ich noch mal kurz. Nee. Bum. Sekunde, Sekunde, Sekunde. Oh, hier ein bisschen runterdrehen. Ist, glaube ich, besser so. Komm, passt schon. Cathy Rain, der Director's Cut, ist Mitte letzten Jahres rausgekommen. Wollte ich eigentlich schon direkt zum Release zocken. Bin allerdings nicht dazu gekommen, weil mir ja leider das Geld dazu fehlte. Ich mach die Chatbox auch aus. Weil wenn ich das jetzt auf YouTube noch hochladen werde, mache ich die Chatbox dafür auch aus. Allerhöchstens verschiebe ich mich dann. Momentan denke ich, dass ich da unten rechts gut hinpasse. Und ja, wir spielen Cathy Rain, eine Journalismusstudentin ist sie, glaube ich. Und sie lebt mit Eileen in einer Wohnung. Und äh, das ist so, unterschiedlicher könnten zwei Menschen nicht sein. Und sie so, ja, religiös hier und da ein Titanic-Poster. Und sie so, ja, hey, hier so. Ich finde ihren Stil sogar recht ansprechend, möchte ich meinen. Ja. Und scheinbar durchzechte Nacht. Wir kommen wieder. Und ja, unsere Mitbewohnerin, beziehungsweise Cathys Mitbewohnerin, erzählt etwas davon, dass sie eine Anzeige gelesen hat, dass ein gewisser Joseph Rain, ne, wenn man sich das so auf der Zunge zergehen lässt, Cathy Rain, Joseph Rain, man könnte durchaus meinen, dass da eine Verbindung besteht, verstorben ist. Ja, wie es scheint, ja, war mein Großvater. Ich möchte wirklich nicht darüber reden. Ich habe ihn nicht mehr gesehen, seit ich ein Kind war. Das ist eine Ewigkeit her. Einfach, äh, ja, weil sie ja schon vermutet hat, hey, Cathy kennt den, Joseph, kannte. Ähm, einfach sagen, so, woher.
Yeah, was my grandfather. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know. Well, anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
Die meint's ja nur gut. »25. September 1995, Tag 1. Stimmt, da hatte ich...
Oh God, make it stop.
Verwende die linke Maustaste, um zu gehen und mit Objekten zu interagieren. Wecker.
Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate. Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is.
Leertaste halten, anzeigen, womit im Raum interagiert werden kann. Oh, eine Menge Zeug. Das ist ein Poster von Titanic. Und das ist mir schon davor aufgefallen. Die beiden sagen mir jetzt nichts. Das hier, ehrlich gesagt, ich habe mich mit 4 Jahren jetzt nicht unbedingt mit Musik beschäftigt. Ich vermute mal, dass das Musikposter... Oh nee, das ist Pulp Fiction. Das erkenne ich jetzt. Das ist Pulp Fiction. Okay, das muss ich jetzt auch mal nachgucken. Weil, das stand gerade 1995 und Titanic ist 1997 erst rausgekommen. Warte mal, Pulp Fiction 94. Okay, das kann man so stehen lassen. Das ist in Ordnung. So, vielleicht sagt die ja auch, oh, wie süß ein pinker Teddy.
We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter.
Ach ja. Ich hätte... Ja, vielleicht hätte ich sowas mal getan.
Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood, and contempt for humanity check.
Ich find die Frau so sympathisch.
Eileen's closet, filled to the brink with inherited clothes and Christian joy.
Christlicher Freude. Oh mein Gott, wie ging das nochmal? Der Gesang aus End of the Line. Ja, B-Horror, ja, schon eher so C-Horrorfilm. Die Effekte sind wirklich, ja, aber an sich die Storys, es ist für einen B-Horrorfilm ist es dann doch schon ein sehr, sehr gutes Ding. Also, ne, kleine Filmempfehlung meinerseits, wer sich was angucken will. Lohnt sich auf jeden Fall.
I think that movie is about a girl and a boy who hate each other at first and then they fall in love for no reason at all. Oh, wait. That's every romantic comedy ever.
Ja, so ungefähr.
Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name, Eileen Mildred Summers. Mildred. Oh my god, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas. I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever.
Bitte was? Nein, mach doch nicht sowas.
Eileen makes her bed with surgical precision.
Ja, wobei Cathys Bett jetzt auch nicht gerade unaufgeräumt aussieht.
That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks.
Ach, das ist ein Promo-Poster. Ich überlege gerade, ob das mit dem Promo-Poster auch im Originalspiel gesagt wurde. Weil ich kann mich zumindest nicht dran erinnern. Aber auf jeden Fall wäre das ein interessanter Fakt so im Bezug darauf, dass halt dieser Fehler da ist, dass halt dieses Poster 2 Jahre vor Filmrelease da ist. Nein, ich gucke jetzt nicht nochmal bei Wikipedia nach.
Honestly, she can believe in what she wants as long as she doesn't try to shove it down my throat.
Die Frau ist mir sympathisch. Im Endeffekt, das ist genau das Gleiche, was ich so sage, dass ich so halt, ne?
I'll write down clues in this as I find them.
Cool.
NZ 500 self-defense stun gun. My smoke's about a half a pack. Started when I was 12 and never looked back. Pretty much the only thing keeping me sane.
Ist das wirklich so? Ich meine, okay, ja, ich habe die Pfeife hier und aber so wirklich nach dem Motto, hey, das bewahrt mich vom Wahnsinn? Nein.
My trusty Zippo. The only thing my deadbeat dad left me. There's a crude inscription, BH, which is a mystery to me.
Hüftenhalter. So. Okay.
Eileen's schedule. There's a note for today. Set alarm clock for Kathy. Can't have her miss the funeral.
Oh, Errungenschaft freigeschaltet. Was du heute kannst besorgen. Cool.
Eileen's obnoxious alarm clock. The noise makes me want to stab myself with something dull.
Ah! Ich liebe diese Einstellung.
Color printer. Super fancy, apparently. A fact which Eileen loves to remind me of. Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes. I'm no geek, but I know how to use one. A computer, that is. Not a geek.
Schade. Ja, ich würde mich anbieten. Was?
It's some advanced scanner thingy. Our room phone. It's got an external line. I don't need to make any calls right now.
Nicht? Okay, schade.
The Thing. One of my favorite horror movies.
Oh. Das Ding aus einer anderen Welt hatte ich angefangen zu gucken, aber als die Szene mit den Hunden kam, habe ich dann abgeschaltet und den Film nie wieder angefasst. Es ist so eine Eigenart von mir, wenn in einem Horrorfilm oder wenn in einem Film irgendwas mit Hunden passiert, nein, kann ich nicht weiter gucken. Durch I Am Legend habe ich mich danach durchgequält, aber ich habe mir geschworen, diesen Film nie wieder zu gucken.
My electric guitar. Got it cheap from a lesbian I met at a concert. Helped me get rid of my last 2 roommates.
Ja, sehr sympathisch.
Pulp Fiction. Love that flick.
Nur einmal gesehen, aber ja, war auf jeden Fall cool.
Just some random band poster.
Von welcher Band denn? Das wäre doch mal nett zu wissen.
Messy, just the way I like it.
Ganz ehrlich, wozu das Bett machen, wenn man sie sowieso wieder reinlegt? Also, ne? Ich meine, bei mir zu Hause kommt sowieso niemand ins Schlafzimmer rein, also dementsprechend sieht es sowieso immer aus wie Scheiße. Aber man kann darin leben. Nun gut, wir haben alles, wir können losfahren. Ich weiß noch, es gab ein Achievement dafür, dass man rumgefahren ist. Also wirklich so in diesem Bild geblieben ist. Ja, ich bin jetzt nicht so der Motorradmensch, sage ich mal, aber es passt zu ihr. Das passt einem. Na gut, fahren wir zum Friedhof.
Ugh,
Ernsthaft?
just my luck.
Do you know why I pulled you over, ma'am?
Sie brauchen eine Wegbeschreibung zum nächsten Donut. Um mir ein Kompliment zu meinen Fahrstil zu machen, richtig? Weil sich ihre Strafzeitquote nicht von selbst erfüllt. Eigentlich, in Amerika ist es so, in dieser Situation würde es ausreichen, einfach zu sagen, I don't answer questions. Und die meisten Polizisten drehen sich dann um und gehen dann wieder. Ich habe mal ein Video gesehen, wo das tatsächlich der Fall ist. Ich weiß nicht, ob es gestellt war oder nicht, aber ja, im Endeffekt ist es ja so. Was sollen die dann noch weiter mit dir reden, wenn du keine Fragen beantwortest? Komm, weil ich es lustig finde.
You need directions to the nearest donut shop?
Trying to be a smartass, ma'am? Nobody likes a smartass. Do you know how fast you were going?
Yes.
And?
Yes, sir?
A smartass playing dumb. Aren't you just a perfect blend of obnoxious?
I guess so. Look, I'm really sorry, officer. I'm in a huge hurry to this thing, and the road has been empty for miles. You know how it is.
Well, what I do know is that the speed limit here is 65. I clocked you at 77. You're getting a ticket.
Oh, to the movies? I prefer horror flicks.
Regular comedian, huh? Don't quit your day job.
Okay, nee, das gab es vorher nicht. So viel kann ich sagen, das gab es vorher nicht. Hm? Ah, nee, ist doch ein bisschen zu dunkel dann. Und ich liebe die Musik.
Well, here we are after a 40-minute drive and a harebrained speeding ticket. God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object?
Nö.
Guess not. Dead people rule.
Ah, ja, tote Menschen sind die besseren. Nicht irgendwas machen, oder? Aber da frage ich mich auch, ich meine, die Maschine hat sicherlich Spiegel, um mal einen Blick nach hinten werfen zu können. Ich zumindest beim Fahren habe immer so die Spiegel so ein bisschen im Blick. Und wenn ich dann schon sehe, oh, da ist ein Polizeiauto. Ich meine, die erkennt man ja von Weitem, ne? Da würde ich doch auf die Idee kommen, einen langsamer zu fahren. Oder irre ich mich da? Ach, schnipp einfach weg.
No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral. No time for that now.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. In sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so that they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
Oh, Kathy, you big baby. Just talk to her.
Elizabeth Parker. Kann die sich jetzt angucken. Eric Mitchell. Lily Myers. Stephen Cummings.
A family mausoleum. It says price. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap.
Shane L. Stevens. Benjamin Hayward. David Spielman. Eleanor Foy. Anne Blackwell. Ernest Johnson. Die
No,
anderen-
I'm not leaving just yet.
Ja. Ich wollte nur gucken, ob man sich die anderen Grabsteine noch angucken kann. Aber nee, geht nicht. Okay, dann Mrs. Rain. Die Großmutter.
Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, Anna? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit.
Neuer Schauplatz hinzugefügt. Ah, es ist Grabstein. Joseph Irving Rain. Auch noch frisch. Stadt.
Conwell Springs. I never thought I'd return to this place.
Ja, ich weiß ja so grob noch, wieso, weshalb, warum halt auch die Mutter mit Kathy abgehauen ist und so und
Rest in peace, Grandpa. I wish things could have been different.
aber es ist trotzdem noch, es nimmt einen doch irgendwie ein bisschen mit. Ja. Vor allem, weil ich, als ich das Spiel gespielt habe, so, Kathy ist mir als Charakter richtig ans Herz gewachsen. Und ich finde es ehrlich gesagt schade, dass die Entwickler den Director's Cut rausgebracht haben, anstatt einen zweiten Teil rauszubringen. Wobei, wer weiß, vielleicht gibt es am Ende auch irgendwie in den Credits oder sowas, oder nach den Credits, so Post-Credit-Scene-mäßig, irgendwie eine Ankündigung auf den zweiten Teil. Jetzt, wo ich das gerade so ausgesprochen hatte, könnte das ja durchaus sein. So ein bisschen Werbetrommel, wo ich mir denke, so, hey, eine normale Ankündigung würde ich das auch tun, aber ja. Oh, der Priester. Ja,
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from a path of sin.
Es ist so, Alter. Sie hat ja, wir hatten ja auch hier in dem Studentenzimmer das Kreuz uns angeschaut. Und hat sie ja gesagt so, hey, Eileen kann glauben, was sie will, solange sie nicht versucht, mich zu missionieren. Und gerade das ist jetzt so dieser Punkt, so, boah, ey. Vor allem halt auch noch in der, ah. Ah, Sekunde. Ich muss mal kurz meine Beine ein bisschen ausstrecken. Ja, so ist gut, so ist gut. Ja. Es ist halt schon dezent asozial von halt wirklich auf einer Beerdigung sowas zu machen. Ja. Und wieso sind Sie überzeugt, dass ich auf einem Pfad der Sünde bin, Pater? Sind Sie nicht auch der Meinung, dass Vorurteile nur einen kleinen Schritt von den großen 7 Sünden entfernt sind? Durchaus eine gute Aussage. Sie haben wohl noch nie von einem hoffnungslosen Fall gehört? Keine Sünden? Was soll ich dann in meiner Freizeit anstellen? Hätte ich gesagt, das erste ist so wirklich das, was mir so am meisten zusagt. Das würde mir gerade Spaß machen zu sagen. So richtig schön, ey, Zynismus, aber das ist doch im Endeffekt so das, was wirklich stimmt.
And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
Das ist wirklich geschmacklos eigentlich. Jemand zu sagen, hey, die Kirche steht offen in Zeiten der Trauer. Okay, kann man machen. Ne, einfach Trost anbieten. Aber Bike-Auswahl? Ah! Es gibt Skins. Alter. Was? Okay. Ich frage mich, wie man die freischaltet. Also ich bin normalerweise immer der Fan davon, so das Klassische ist halt wirklich so das, womit man unterwegs sein sollte. Aber ich bin zumindest neugierig, wie die anderen aussehen. Haus der Rains.
Grandma, anybody home?
Oben vielleicht?
I shouldn't overstay my welcome.
Also nicht. Okay. Dann,
Some kind of winter forest scene. I've always wondered if it's supposed to be Conwell Woods or not.
Cornwall Woods, das ist der Wald in der näheren Umgebung. Schauen wir uns mal die Fotos an.
It's a photo of this very farm from way back. It says June 12, 1910 in the corner.
Oh, wirklich alt.
A wedding photo from when my grandparents married. They look younger than I am now. Things have sure changed.
Ja, zu der Zeit, Anfang 20, waren wir schon verheiratet. Ah, und ich bin 30 und Junggeselle.
I don't have
Telefon.
anything to search for yet.
Na, dann nicht. Kann ich denn?
I
Wohnheim!
don't have anything to talk about with E right now.
Dann nicht. Kann ich denn... Nee, ich kann keine Nummer wählen. Okay. Schade. Dann, ja. Gehen wir mal. Oh ja,
A small
Tischlampe.
table lamp.
Okay. Ein Rollstuhl.
An old wheelchair. Not too dusty. Grandpa must have used it towards the end.
Ja, ich weiß auch wieso.
Dogfighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff.
Ja, irgendwie Dogfights sind cool. Also, ich habe ja Star Wars Squadrons gespielt und es hat mir einfach... Die Dogfights haben mir eine Menge Spaß gemacht. Auch in No Man's Sky mag ich es einfach. Generell Luftkämpfe sind cool.
Nice black leather coat. Right up my alley.
Vielleicht kannst du den ja quasi erben.
Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think. This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently.
Könnte es sein, dass wir vielleicht auch aus Schweden sind? Wäre ja nicht unüblich, ne?
A mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds.
Naja, du weißt ja nicht, ob noch vielleicht irgendwie im Schlafzimmer vielleicht welche verstaut sind.
There's nothing quite like the soothing sound of rain falling on a window.
Ja, ich erinnere mich, als ich bei einer Ex-Freundin eingezogen bin. Wir hatten zuerst im Wohnzimmer gepennt und irgendwann haben wir uns quasi eine Art Schlafzimmer gemacht. Und da war eine Dachschräge und ich fand das auch immer entspannend, wenn da Regen auf die Scheibe geprasselt ist. Das war wirklich sehr entspannend. So, wenn ich auf die Haustür gehe, würde sie wahrscheinlich wieder raus... Ja, nee, raus wollen wir nicht. Dann gehen wir durch die Wohnzimmertür.
Oh, hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come have a seat. We have so much to talk about.
Ja, dann...
Now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my second year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon then?
Sharon, ist dann wahrscheinlich die Mutter. Die Wahrheit erzählen, dass du sie in eine Psychiatrie hast einweisen lassen. Das Thema vermeiden. Es gibt keinen Grund, jetzt darüber zu reden. Letzteres erscheint mir durchaus sinnvoll.
Mom's good. Yeah. She's kind of between jobs right now, but things are okay.
I'm glad to hear it. I was worried about how you two would cope in the city, considering Sharon's problems.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't.
So ein bisschen diese Schuldgefühle, muss ich sagen, kenne ich von mir persönlich auch sehr gut. Wenn man das Gefühl hat, irgendwas falsch zu machen, dass man dann quasi sich erst recht nicht meldet, weil man halt diese Schuldgefühle hat. Es ist scheiße. Es ist ein Scheißgefühl. Gewöhnt euch sowas nicht an.
Isn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what.
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first, all dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word, forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Vorfall 81. Auch wenn sie immer so tut, als würde sie die Menschheit verachten und so und ja, tote Menschen sind die besseren und so. Sie hat doch ein Herz drinne und ja, ich glaube, deswegen finde ich sie auch so sympathisch, beziehungsweise ich kann mich deswegen wahrscheinlich auch sehr, sehr, sehr gut mit ihr identifizieren.
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. Must have had something to do with the war.
Ein Kriegstrauma, was haben die Ärzte gesagt? Wie sieht es mit der Polizei aus? Kriegstrauma, ne? Wenn es was mit dem Krieg zu tun hat.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
Ja, eine Sache. Das ist ich auch sehr gut nachvollziehen kann. Über eigene Probleme spreche ich auch nicht häufig. Und viele männliche Freunde in meinem Freundeskreis haben das gleiche Problem. Was haben die Ärzte gesagt?
What did the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
Naja, eine psychische Sache kann auch einen so fertig machen, ne? Wir werden noch rausfinden, was das war. Wie sieht es mit der Polizei aus?
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
Neuer Schauplatz hinzugefügt. Kirchenbroschüre.
What do you think about this church, Grandma?
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at times.
Huh, you could say that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
Awfully strange behavior for a priest, I'll give you that.
I don't want to show her that. I don't want to show her that. She'll just start worrying about me. I don't want to show her that.
Ja, dann haben wir nichts weiter noch, was wir mit, ja, kurzes Pläuschchen. Erzähl mir doch, was in den Jahren passiert ist. Ja, ich studiere, Mutter geht's gut. Das war's. Geil.
See you later, Grams.
Take care, dear.
So, wir können uns aber hier noch ein paar Sachen angucken. Unter anderem die Fotos hier.
That's my great-grandfather, Eric Wren. I never met him. They changed the spelling to Rain after he died, I think.
Regen könnte, ich weiß nicht, Regen, ja, Regen. Ich weiß jetzt nicht, was Regen auf Schwedisch heißt, aber, ne? Könnte mit dem schwedischen Pferd da durchaus zusammenhängen.
Some woman dressed fancy. I'm not sure how I'm related to her, but she has my hair. Expensive-looking scotch. That thing has been standing there forever.
Heißt das nicht, je älter es wird, desto besser wird er?
Grandpa in his Air Force uniform. Looks to be in his early 20s. I used to love digging through those drawers when I was a kid, looking for coins, buttons, and trinkets.
Errungenschaft freigeschaltet. Nostalgikerin.
Planes, planes, and more planes.
Ja, scheinbar.
I
Ja.
used to love digging through.
Nee, da.
Nice leather chair. Freckles, the old farm cat, used to love that thing.
So verkauft. Nein,
Grandma has prepared some tea for us.
dann trink doch was von dem Tee. Sag mal.
There's nothing quite like the soothing sound of rain falling on a window.
Hatten wir schon. Bücherregal. Wahrscheinlich über Flugzeuge.
A decent-sized book collection. Most of them science or history related from the looks of it.
Modellflugzeug.
An intricate toy airplane with moving parts. I remember playing with that. Grandpa had a whole collection of them.
Das war eigentlich auch ein Hobby, auf das ich so Bock hätte. Halt mit Modellflugzeuge bauen oder so.
That's where the nice china is kept. Only for special occasions. I have yet to see it outside the cabinet.
Das Zeug holt man ja auch nicht raus.
Grandma always had a penchant for little angel figurines like these. I bet E would love them. A painting of a blue sky with clouds. Probably supposed to be a backdrop for those angels.
Passt auf jeden Fall. So, hier haben wir ja auch nichts weiter. Also auf zur... Hey, und der... Ah, ne, der Regen hat nicht aufgehört. So. Skins haben wir keine neuen mehr. Ne, kann ich nicht auswählen. So, Polizeiwache. Der Kopf, den kannten wir ja schon.
Not their peak hours, it seems.
Der ist halt... Sieht aus wie so eine Dorf-Sheriff-Wache, so. Es ist halt nie was los, außer... Es kommt ein FBI-Agent, der...
What's the deal with that bum?
Außer es kommt ein FBI-Agent vorbei, der auf verdammt guten Kaffee steht.
Land of the free.
What bum? The one in the cell.
Oh, I thought it was with you.
Well, shit.
A bunch of cops lining up for a photo. A medieval fortress near an ocean, probably supposed to be somewhere in Europe. A medieval fortress near an ocean. Probably supposed to be somewhere in Europe.
Oh, das ist gleich, okay.
Various notices and a wanted poster.
Das hatte er vorher auch nie gemacht. Oh, ob man dann irgendwas mit der Kaffeemaschine machen kann?
Fax machines. The pinnacle of modern technology.
Ah, Faxmaschine ist moderne Technologie. Ich liebe es.
Hey, do you mind if I use this phone here?
Sorry, that's not allowed. Can I help you, miss?
Ach, verdammt.
Yeah, I had some questions about my...
Hey, wait. I know you.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes, I do. You're Kathy. Kathy Rain.
My reputation precedes me, in a kind of but not totally creepy way.
Aw, come on. It's me, Lenny. Lenny Marks.
Die Wahrheit zugeben, du hast keine Ahnung, wer er ist, vorgeben, ihn zu kennen. Uff. Da kann man ruhig die Wahrheit sagen, sodass man sich nicht an die Person erinnert.
I'm drawing a blank.
Really? You don't remember us playing when we were little kids?
Not really. Sorry, buddy.
Darn. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, what can I do for you today?
Yeah, that won't get me into trouble at all. I don't want to show him that. I
Schade.
don't want to show him that.
Schade.
What's your opinion on this church?
I think it's a nice enough church. Why?
I don't know. The priest seemed odd. Kinda pushy.
Yeah, I get your point. But I know the guy. He's harmless.
If you say so.
Vorfall 81.
I wanted to ask if you know anything about my grandfather's accident.
I really don't know much beyond the rumors. The sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report. It happened before either of us worked here.
Okay, I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff then.
Sure thing. His office is to your right.
Ach was.
Well, gotta go.
Good luck. Oh, and have a complimentary cup of joe if you want.
Ah, maybe later. Thanks.
Sure thing. See ya.
Ah, zum Kaffee einladen. Ich verstehe schon, ne?
Coffee
Tassen.
cups, both used and unused. Just your standard coffee maker. What should I do with it?
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Nah, I'm good. Had a cup this
Okay,
morning.
I guess. Maybe halfway through.
Dann nicht.
A
That's
potted
no good.
plant.
We're gonna have to
Looks a
cancel
bit
lunch
thirsty.
today.
Again? Oh, man.
Your
I guess I could
motivation
mess
shouldn't be
around with
limited
this,
by your
but
growling
only as a
stomach,
last
lady.
resort. I should make sure that the cops aren't going to help me willingly first.
Was? Was? Oh.
Hey, that's a restricted area.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Moment, wir kommen da noch rein. Kurz abwarten. Kurz abwarten. Wie süchtig muss der Typ nach Kaffee sein? Na komm schon. Hm.
I guess somebody's a winner. Lots of police reports. They all look fairly recent, though. Nothing older than 1990.
Ah, die Älteren sind dann wahrscheinlich da.
Tons of miscellaneous files. I don't see anything labeled as police reports, so those must be elsewhere.
Hm.
A photo of the sheriff shaking hands with some bald guy in a suit. Probably the mayor. It's always the mayor. Just some photo. Nothing special about it. A gold medal of some kind.
Ja, setzen wir uns einfach ein.
Oh crap, it's you again.
The smartass returns. You have some more crimes to confess?
Oh, you know, maybe a felony or two.
Wouldn't be surprised. Look, I'm busy here. What do you want?
I just have a few questions, that's all.
Fine. Go ahead.
Womit ist er denn beschäftigt? Mit Kaffee trinken und seinen Deputy nerven?
Yeah, that one. I don't. What's your opinion on this church?
It's a fine church. I go there myself every Sunday.
Ja, vor 81.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
He had a stroke in the woods. That's what happened.
If that's all there is, why would Sheriff Truman open an investigation?
It was just standard procedure. A general occurrence report always has to be filed.
I see. Did you know him at all?
No, I haven't been in town for long. Man sure has one hell of a reputation, though. It's been over a decade since he was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
Could be, but you know what they say. Things too good to be true usually are.
Polizeibericht. Kann man den lesen?
Could I have a look at that report?
Absolutely not. They're official police documents.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not in this state, they ain't.
Lenny, kannst du mir vielleicht mal helfen? Aber ich gehöre zur Familie. Jetzt kommen Sie, Sheriff. Das ist doch keine große Sache. Gehöre zur Familie, finde ich schon.
But I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
You consider yourself family? I've never even seen you before in this town.
It's complicated.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention illegal. Handing out evidence to anyone who asks for it.
Wir wollen ja noch nicht mal irgendwie die Beweise sehen, einfach nur in den Bericht reinschauen. Meine Fresse, da kann sogar dabei sein.
Lenny, a little help here? Don't you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
Well, boss, she is his granddaughter, really. I don't think it's any...
Don't you think I know that? There are rules. Am I the only one in here who cares about the law?
Too much coffee? Try not to pop a vein.
Do you want to see the inside of a cell?
Oh, cuff me, officer. Spare me the torment of your rhetorical questions and veiled threats.
Just follow the rules like everyone else. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Fine.
Na gut. Quatschen wir mal mit ihm mal über den Bericht.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Hey, I need to see the police report from 81 when my grandfather was found by the old sheriff.
We only keep reports filed after 1990 in here, so I'd have to go check the archives in the other room. If it was up to me, I'd be happy to go take a look, but you heard the sheriff before. I'm sorry, but I can't help you unless he approves it.
Ugh, fine. Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Various notices.
Achso. Die Rätsel sind komplizierter. Normalerweise waren die Berichte hier. Man musste ihn ablenken. Ich muss überlegen, wie ich das hinkriege. Ich muss auf jeden Fall den wieder anquatschen, dass ich da reinkomme. Zumindest war das bisher immer so.
I can't while he's sitting there.
Während er dort sitzt. Nicht irgendwas mit der Kaffeemaschine mal irgendwie kleckern oder so.
It's being used right now.
Ja, danke.
Not a big fan of that idea. If he wanted coffee, I'm sure he would have taken some already. Nah, I'm good. Had a cup this morning. I may be able to do something else with the coffee, though. Wouldn't that be the day? He can get his own coffee. Thank you very much.
Koffeinator, Errungenschaft freigeschaltet. Wie geil. Hm. Telefon vielleicht?
I'm having a hard time following that logic. No. I don't think that accomplishes much.
Hm.
Not a big fan. Good idea, but they would notice me right now.
Hm. Mhm.
I'm having.
Ja, da habe ich nicht irgendwas.
My smoke's about a half a pack.
Ja, ja.
It's the brochure that priest gave me at the funeral. The logo stands out, but other than that, it's just the usual church mumbo-jumbo. Washing away your sins, salvation, blah, blah.
Blah, blah.
There's also an address at the bottom. You know, if I ever feel like getting my god on. Huh. Good old Satan. Better get his snowmobile ready for that day.
Wie cool.
I don't think that accomplishes much.
Nicht?
I don't want to pour. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to.
Na, so.
Hey, Kathy, wait.
Ah, was jetzt?
Do you eat foot? I mean, food?
Absolutely not. I feed on human misery. Relax, Lenny. Yes, I do eat food.
Oh, well, great. Can I buy you food sometime? And also buy food for me? And then maybe we could eat the food together?
Ach, wie süß. Da würde ich mir tatsächlich über das Eingeweih abnahmen. Auf keinen Fall. Gott, nein, nein. Also, dafür, dass er so schüchtern ist, diese Antworten gehen dann einfach gar nicht, meiner Meinung nach. Also einfach ein ganz normales
I'm
Nein.
really busy right now. Maybe later.
Oh, okay. See ya.
Nochmal zu ihr und dann mal wegen des Polizeiberichts nachfragen. Was anderes sehe ich gerade. Ich habe mit der Kaffeemaschine... Alter, ey. Weißt du?
Oh,
Ja, hi, dear. Mal kurz hinsetzen.
there are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that. Bye,
Ja,
Grandma.
gut.
I'll be back.
So long.
Ja, können wir auch- Wow! Ich möchte Ihnen ein paar Fragen stellen. Ah, ist klar. Ah, du, ich gehe wieder. What the... Kann ich da vielleicht anrufen und irgendetwas?
Nah, nothing like that in here. No result for that.
Ah, wahrscheinlich. Wohnheim. Okay.
Hi, this is Eileen speaking.
Hey, it's me, Kat.
Oh, hi, what's up?
Too complicated to explain over the phone. I'll fill her in about it later.
Okay. Polizeibericht, vielleicht das.
I'm trying to get a hold of a police report concerning Grandpa, but the cops refused to give it to me.
Yep. The state laws are really strict about that sort of thing.
Ugh, there must be some way to get my hands on it.
Sure, but probably not within the boundaries of the law, Kathy.
Am I hearing this right? Are you encouraging criminal behavior, E?
Oh, I would never.
Ah, ja, toll, du bist eine tolle Hilfe, Mädchen.
Okay, gotta go. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Auf kriminellem Wege, okay. Ja, dann wieder zurück zur Polizeiwache.
Fax machines. The
Mhm. Kann hier rumlaufen, das bringt mir halt auch nichts. Kaffeemaschine. Trophäe, nee.
not a big.
Ja. Hä?
All right. Let's see how this plays out.
Warum funktioniert das auf einmal?
Lenny, quit loitering and make some goddamn coffee.
10-4, coming right up.
Oh, it better be.
Jetzt funktioniert das. Normalerweise hat der Sheriff immer irgendwas gefragt und Lenny hat dann immer rübergeschaut und dann konnte man da reingehen.
A jail cell. Looks cramped. If I ever feel the urge to clean, I'll know where to go. No wanted posters. I'm disappointed.
Kleiner Fernseher. Ach, wie putzig. Oh, dieser Mini-Fernseher.
Thanks. That was getting annoying.
Ich liebe den Typen. Notiz.
Lenny, for the last goddamn time, stop leaving the locker keys on this table. Always put them back in your desk when you're done. This phone is not here for your personal calls either. The county shouldn't have to pay for your giggly shenanigans. Sheriff.
Ah ja, Flatrate. Wäre schon ganz cool. Polizeiberichte.
Okay. These must be the archived police reports that Lenny was talking about. Time to start digging. Yes, found it. August 16th, 1981. Let's have a look.
16. August 81, 23:40 Uhr. Ein paar Meilen von Conway Springs entfernt wurde in der Nähe der unbefestigten Straße eine Person aufgefunden, die mit weit aufgerissenen Augen blind herumirrte. Die Person wurde als Joseph Rain identifiziert. Er zeigte keinerlei Reaktion, weder als er angesprochen wurde, noch auf Berührung. Er schien von Kopf bis Fuß dreckig und bis an die Knie nass zu sein. Mr. Rain umklammerte ein kleines Diktiergerät, in das ein Tonband eingelegt war. Er zeigte sich kooperativ und konnte zum Streifenwagen geführt werden. Anschließend wurde er in die Stadt zurückgebracht. 17.08.81, 0:25 Uhr. Mrs. Rain wurde abgeholt und gemeinsam mit Mr. Rain in die Notaufnahme des Gemeinschaftskrankenhauses gebracht. 17.08.81, 8 Uhr. Bei einer Routineinspektion des Streifenwagens wurde ein Diktiergerät gefunden, das auf dem Rücksitz liegen gelassen wurde. Dieses wurde als Beweisstück in Schließfach Nummer 5 archiviert.
I'm gonna have to get my hands on that recorder. An axe, a sledgehammer, and some other heavy tools. Brilliant idea to leave those lying around next to evidence lockers and locked cells.
Kann man doch sicherlich auch...
A
Benzin...
big red gas can with a hose. Somebody probably used that to siphon gas.
Ich will nicht wissen, was man damit anfangen kann.
A
Großer
large
Schrank.
evidence locker. Probably for securing some of the bulkier things.
Auf der rechten Seite. Computerbildschirm.
A computer monitor. Probably recovered stolen goods. There's no way small town cops would be that up to date with the modern world.
Ehrlich. Telefon. Oh, wen kann ich denn anrufen? Wohnheim. Bringt zwar nichts, aber hey.
Hi, this is Eileen speaking.
Hey, it's me.
Oh, hi.
Nichts.
Okay.
Bye, Kathy.
Ich liebe es einfach so vollkommen random so. Hi, tschüss. Hä? Ja, Blitzschutzschalter. Also
Locker
Wartenschließfächer.
number 5 is right there, but it requires a key. According to the note on the table, the locker keys are kept in Lenny's desk.
Und ich weiß auch schon, wie man da rankommt. Ich spreche erstmal mit dem Penner.
Hey,
Hi there.
Ich liebe Fragen, weshalb er im Knast sitzt, ihn überzeugen, Lenny abzulenken.
so why'd they put you in that cell?
It's all just a big misunderstanding.
Is that so?
Yeah, I didn't mean to steal anything. I was just using my pockets to move the beer to the checkout.
That's the worst excuse I have ever heard.
For your information, I happen to have a deadly fear of shopping carts.
I take my last statement back. This excuse is even worse.
Hey, it wasn't your father who was killed by a shopping cart when you were 8.
I sure hope not.
To be fair, mine wasn't either. It was just Uncle Bob. But that doesn't mean it was any less traumatic, mind you. To this day, I still get nervous breakdowns at grocery stores.
I think I've heard enough, buddy.
You're right. We should stop before the flashbacks begin.
Ich sag doch, ich liebe den Typen. Der ist so wunderbar. Nun, überzeugen, Lenny abzulenken.
You need to keep the blonde cop out there busy for a while.
I do?
$10 says you do.
I'd say my services in this matter are worth at least $20.
9,
15.
8,
Fine, 10.
7.
Deal.
Good.
So, what am I doing again?
Distract that young cop in the lobby. I don't care how you do it, as long as you keep him occupied for a while.
Okay then, let me know when.
Will do. Okay, gotta go.
See ya!
Ich feier den Typen. So, gehen wir mal.
Hey, the jail is off limits. You shouldn't be in there.
Oh, sorry. I just heard someone yelling. I think that guy in the cell needs some help.
Ah, what now?
Okay, I have to make this quick.
Na, durchsuchen wir mal den Schreibtisch.
Okay, let's find the key to locker number 5. Got it.
So. Schnappen wir uns wieder die Kaffeemaschine. Kaffee.
Time to waste more coffee, I guess.
Dass das aber auch nicht auffällt.
Lenny, coffee.
Jeez Louise, already? I'll take care of it, boss.
Herrlich, ey. Items im Inventar können per Drag and Drop mit anderen Dingen kombiniert werden. Ja, danke.
Hey,
Hi there.
Diese Überschwang hier. Hi there!
okay, gotta go.
See ya.
Jo. Okay, warte mal. Ich habe hier den Bericht
They
und...
should open the evidence locker with the tape recorder.
Also Drag and Drop, ja.
All right, got it.
Scheinbar zählen die von unten, weil von oben ist es die Nummer 4, von unten. Ja, okay. Ich hinterfrag's nicht. Es wird schon seine Richtigkeit haben. So, ich möchte das aber ehrlich gesagt nicht hier hören. Ich darf irgendwo weg sein. So. Dann würde man sagen, wir gehen in das Haus der Oma wieder. Und wir in Ruhe uns zumindest das Diktiergerät anhören. Haus der Rains. So. Okay, ist am Ende. Okay, Play-Taste.
Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting close to finding the source. I have a promising new theory. It should be ready for a test soon.
Dachboden. Ja, fragen wir mal die Oma, ob wir auf den Dachboden können.
Oh, hello, dear.
Hi. Ja, quatsch mal mit Oma. Ich finde es so liebevoll, dass
There
sie
are a
sich...
few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
Ich finde es irgendwie liebevoll, so, dass sie sich... Also einmal als Detail, ein liebevolles Detail der Spieleentwickler, aber halt auch ihre eigene Kathys Art quasi, sich für das Gespräch hinzusetzen.
Would you mind if I took a look in the attic?
I suppose it would do no harm. Come with me.
Thanks, Grandma.
You're welcome, dear. Be careful now.
Nothing. The bulb must be burned out.
Kann ich die rausnehmen?
The bulb looks burned out. I'll have to replace it.
Ja, deswegen wird die auch schon mal rausschrauben. Hier ist eine Tischlampe, die können wir doch sicher... Oh, eine
Not a
Deckenlampe.
horrible idea, but I can't reach it. Besides, that light bulb looks like it wouldn't fit.
Halt die Tischlampe.
Free light bulb. Score.
Fette Beute. So, einfach mal die Oma beklauen. Okay, so, Glühbirne.
There we go.
So, und jetzt... Ach, perfekt. Es werde Licht. Ein Teddybär.
Mr. Bear. How did you get all the way up there?
Mr.
Good
Bär.
idea. You just keep watch. I'll do the searching.
Wie schön. Mr. Bär meldet sich zum Dienst. Errungenschaft freigeschaltet. Schön. Regale.
Various books and office supplies. Nothing in particular catches the eye. An electronic metal detector. Kinda clunky for a person to lug around without a specific use for it.
Das heißt, wir werden den nochmal benötigen. Eieiei.
An industrial-sized jug of detergent.
Kann man immer gebrauchen. Kaffeetasse.
Decades-old coffee. Lovely.
Dass er überhaupt noch da ist. Der Kaffee, nicht die Tasse. Diagramm.
It looks like someone was doing geometry. I can't make much sense of it.
Zeig doch mal her, vielleicht könnte ich was daraus ziehen. Ein Buch.
A thick book about math.
Hier gucke ich mir gleich an. Schubladen.
Empty.
Das ist schade. Schreibmaschine.
An old typewriter covered in cobwebs.
Papiere.
Just some old bills. Nothing interesting.
Dann nicht.
A
Bürostuhl.
worn office chair on wheels. I'm feeling a sudden urge to do a race.
Das haben wir in unserer Ausbildung gemacht. Auf dem Gang Rennen mit unseren Stühlen gemacht. Ach ja, schöne Zeit. Schubladen, hier ist noch mehr.
Empty.
Ah. Schade. Erdgeschoss Aktenkoffer. Ja. Wir hatten ja auch, das war glaube ich im Stream, ne? Die Demo gespielt. Genau zum Director's Cut. Und das war halt, genau. Ja, doch, genau, dieser Bereich. Das war halt den Aktenkoffer auch noch öffnen mussten. Aktenkoffer. Gut, lassen wir es erstmal. Wir haben das Mathebuch. Gucken wir uns mal an. Aha, was haben wir denn hier? Gelb, Blau, Rot. Gelb. 3,14159 Pi. Fibonacci-Zahlen. Pi, die Kreiszahl, kennt man ja, glaube ich. 141592653589799. Ist eine lange Zahl. Fibonacci-Zahl. Das ist ja. Der Sinn der Fibonacci-Zahl ist ja. Also ich meine, das hier unten. Keine Ahnung, ehrlich gesagt. Muss ich zugeben. Keine Ahnung, wie sich die Zahlen genau ergeben. Aber hier ist das auf jeden Fall. Die Fibonacci-Reihe besagt, dass. Wenn man, um die nächste Zahl zu haben, nimmt man die aktuelle und die davor addiert man zusammen und wieder dann kommt die nächste bei raus. Also, die beiden ersten sind 1, dann 1 plus 1 ist 2, 1 plus 2 ist 3, 2 plus 3 ist 5, 3 plus 5 ist 8, 5 plus 8 13, 8 plus 13 21 und dann könnte es weitergehen. 13 plus 21 sind 34 und so weiter. Das ist halt die einfachste oder halt die allererste Fibonacci-Reihe. Wenn man sagen würde, man startet mit einer 0, dann hätte man 0, 1, 0 plus 1 ist 1 und dann, ne? Aber natürlich kann man das quasi mit jeder machen, dass man halt direkt mit 2 und 3 anfängt oder sagt so, hey, ich fange mit 5 und 6 an. So, und dementsprechend würde halt dann die Reihe anders aussehen. So, Primzahlen. Ja, Primzahlen sind die Zahlen, die nur durch sich selbst und durch 1 teilbar sind. Und ja, diejenigen, die Zahlen, die weiß sind, das sind Primzahlen, weil 4 ist durch 1 4 und durch 2 teilbar, 6 durch 1 6, 2 und 3, aber halt, ne, bei der 7 ist halt nur durch 1 und 7 teilbar. Zumindest, wenn man die ganzen Zahlen nimmt, ne? Wenn man Kommazahlen nimmt, klar, dann ist die 7 auch durch 2 und 3,5 teilbar, aber das sind die Sinn von Primzahlen. So. Und wir erinnern uns, Diktiergerät. Warte mal. Auch so ein schönes Detail, einfach, dass man zurückspulen muss. So.
Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic. I just don't want her to with Shat anyway. I'm getting high up.
Ja. Also, warte mal. Haben wir schon wieder vergessen. 3 rote Rosen.
Note to self.
Ein Blau, 2 Gelb. Okay, 3 Rot, 1 Blau, 2 Gelb. Und, ne? Direkt aufgefallen, wir haben hier so. Drei Rot. Oh Gott, wie war denn das Rätsel nochmal? Ich habe jetzt gerade keinen Zettel hier. Speise. Dann mache ich das jetzt mal so. Editor. 3 Rot. Ich gehe jetzt mal einfach von den ersten Zahlen aus. Das wäre 2, 3 und 5. 2, 3, 5. Warte mal, ich gehe das mal ein bisschen weiter hier hin. Den Chat auch noch sehen kann. Einem blauen Pfeilchen. 1. 1 blau. 1. So, fortsetzen. Und 2, Tulpen waren das, ne? 2 gelb. So, dann haben wir 3 und 1. Wobei es könnte auch 1 und 4 sein, weil es bei Pi immer um die Nachkommastellen geht. Auf jeden Fall hätten wir mit 3, 1 und 2 hätten wir auf jeden Fall 6 Stellen. Ich probiere es einfach mal. 2, 3, 5, 1, 3,
Yes.
1. So. Ja. Das Rätsel hätten wir auf jeden Fall geschafft. Relativ easy, wenn man es weiß. Ich weiß, dass beim ersten Mal hat es ein bisschen gedauert. Und das ist aber auch relativ seltsam, weil die Ziffern gingen halt nur bis 5, die man benutzt. Ich weiß, dass ich bei der Demo auch ein bisschen dran gesessen habe. Und hier war quasi das Ende der Demo. Beziehungsweise, ich glaube, man hat den Umschlag genommen und da drin stand so, ja, danke, dass du die Demo gespielt hast. Und ja, können wir mal in den Umschlag schauen jetzt hier. Also, habe ich jetzt mitgenommen. Warte mal, noch irgendwas? Nö. Okay. Dann lunzen wir mal in den Umschlag.
Let's see what's in here. There were 2 pictures, a newspaper clipping, a key, and a tape inside. Oh, and a single copper penny too, for some reason.
Ui, na, da haben wir ja ein bisschen was an Zeug. Okay, überbelichtetes
Looks
Bild.
overexposed. I can't make much out. I think I see trees in the background, but most of the picture is just bright white. There's probably some way to enhance this back at school. I'll figure it out tomorrow when I'm back.
Mhm. Ein Foto mit Soldaten.
Grandpa in uniform with 2 other men. Something is handwritten on the back. Flight training. McConnell Air Force Base, 1941.
McConnell-Basis, okay. Zeitungsausschnitt.
Tragic drowning in Conwell Springs. In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near Conwell Lake. The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother. The funeral service will be held at Conwell Cemetery on the 21st of July. The notice is dated July 15th, 1975. Tragic story. I wonder why Grandpa saved this.
Trunkenes Mädchen. Was war das? 15. Juli. Ich mach doch mal den Editor auf. 15. Juli 75 war das, ne? Da können wir zumindest rausfinden. Dann will ich nochmal kurz gucken. Okay. Beziehungsweise wurde am 14. Juli gefunden. Ob jetzt 14 oder 15, auf den einen Tag kommt es, glaube ich, nicht an. So, das heißt, ein kleiner Schlüssel.
Small key, fairly modern design. No identifying tag, unfortunately.
Müssten wir dann wahrscheinlich mal ein bisschen rumprobieren. Die Schreibmaschine habe ich mir noch gar nicht angeguckt, ne? Und ein Penny.
It's the penny I found in the briefcase. Looks like it was minted the same year I was born. Grandpa and me, we had this game where he would hide pennies around the house and I would go on a treasure hunt. Never in the attic, though. I thought it was too scary up there.
Ja, viele Leute haben so ein bisschen Angst vor Dachböden.
An old typewriter covered in cobwebs.
Ah, doch, haben wir angeguckt. Fortsetzen. Okay, ja, dann haben wir jetzt einiges. Wir könnten mit der Oma. Nee, halt, stopp. Ich will zuerst auf den Friedhof. Ich will nämlich rausfinden, wer am 14. Juli 75 gestorben ist. So, Friedhof. Hier regnet es auch. Oh, okay. Ich liebe einfach die Musik. Ich habe mir auch, neben dem Spiel habe ich mir auch den Soundtrack gekauft. Einfach, weil es so schön ist. So, 86, der war's nicht. Es war ja auch ein Mädchen, ne? In Blackwell, 81, nein. Hayward, 79. 94. 89. 92. 80.
Alright, this is the right date. Looks like her name was Lily Myers. I should try to get a hold of her family.
Okay. Trunkenes Mädchen. Lily Myers. Okay.
I wonder what that kid is doing here all alone.
Bei Regen auch noch. Ich find's gruselig, ehrlich gesagt.
Hey, kid.
Hi yourself.
What are you doing?
None of your business.
Huh. I like you, kid. You're not here alone, right? Where's your mom?
Oh, she's around.
I don't see her.
You must be blind or something.
I'll go look for your mom, okay? Don't go anywhere.
Whatever.
Kleine Junge. Ich weiß nicht mehr, was es mit dem Jungen auf sich hat, aber der kleine Junge hat eine gewisse Ähnlichkeit zu Kathy, oder?
I should go look for his mother.
Die Augen und die Haarfarbe?
Rest in peace, Grandpa.
Ja, keine Mutter in der Nähe.
I shouldn't leave while that kid is alone.
Und er ist weg.
Kid? Guess he found his mom.
Ich erinnere mich aber auch nicht mehr daran, was es mit diesem kleinen Jungen auf sich hatte. Boah, ist es auch ein Junge gewesen? Na gut, dann lieben wir erstmal. Immer noch nichts Neues, okay. Dann geht's halt zum Haus der Rain. Und wir bequatschen mal unsere Oma nach den ganzen Sachen, die wir gefunden haben.
Oh, hello, dear.
So, setzen wir uns hin.
There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
So, warte mal, was haben wir hier denn neu?
I
Polizeibericht.
got the dictaphone already. I don't think there's anything else in there I need to mention to her.
Okay, dann.
Hey, Grandma, do you recognize this tape recorder?
Oh, yes, Mr. Dicto. Joseph used to carry that thing with him everywhere. He could be absent-minded at times. It helped him remember things.
Jetzt hätte ich Bock, mir selbst ein Diktiergerät zu kaufen. Ich weiß, man kann sein Handy dafür benutzen, aber irgendwie hätte das was. Sowas so Retro-mäßiges.
I found this book in the attic. Recognize it?
Oh, yes. I bought it for Joseph's birthday once. He was always fascinated by numbers. He believed that math could explain everything in this world.
He was a man of science. There's no denying that.
Ist ja an sich so. Ich meine, gut, im Endeffekt, die Welt wird durch Physik und so weiter erklärt, aber was ist schon Physik was anderes als angewandte Mathematik?
I should probably listen to the tape first.
Stimmt, das hätten wir noch machen können.
Grams, can you tell me anything about this picture?
It looks awfully bright. Perhaps something was wrong with the camera.
Yeah, maybe. I should try to figure something out tomorrow at the university.
Okay.
Look at this photo I found in the locked briefcase.
Goodness, I haven't seen that picture in years. This was taken when Joseph was stationed at McConnell Air Force Base. That's him right there on the left.
What about the other two?
I don't remember the name of the smiling man in the back. The gentleman on the right was Joseph's best friend, Charles Wade.
Charles Wade, ein neuer Name, okay. Vielleicht ist er verwandt mit Wade Wilson.
Do you know anything about this story, Grandma?
Not much, dear. It was the saddest thing. The girl was only 16 years old. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Do you remember their names?
Let me think.
Wir haben den Namen schon.
Sorry, dear, I just can't recall.
That's quite all right, Grandma. I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save this.
Joseph was always deeply affected by the tragedy of others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family to ease their pain. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
Okay.
Oma, hier, sag mal, ich habe hier so einen kleinen Schlüssel, weißt du vielleicht, wozu der gehört?
Do you recognize this key, Grandma? I found it in the attic.
I'm afraid not, dear.
Schade. Und dieser Penny?
Does this coin mean anything to you, Grandma?
I'm afraid not, dear.
Okay. Dann fragen wir mal nach der McConnell-Basis.
Can you tell me anything about McConnell Air Force Base?
It's not very far from Conwell Springs. Joseph was stationed there for some time during the war. I believe they're still training young pilots there today.
So, when did Grandpa enlist in the Air Force?
Oh, it was barely past the honeymoon when Joseph left to fight in that terrible war, together with his best friend Charles and my brother Andrew. Every short visit from Joseph was a joy, but he kept going back to the front, to my great dismay. When I told Joseph about being pregnant with your father, he finally realized that enough was enough. He had done his duty. Shortly thereafter, he returned to a quiet farmer's life in this very house, helping your great-grandfather with the crops, until he passed.
Lily Myers. Sagt dir der Name etwas?
I found out that the drowned girl's name was Lily Myers. Ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Oh, how could I forget? Sue, Jack, and their children, Lily and Nathan.
Do they still live around here?
Mother and son do. I see them in town from time to time. They live somewhere near the lake.
But not the father.
No. He disappeared not long after Lily took her own life.
Whoa, she killed herself. That's news to me.
Oh, that girl had been troubled for years. Truman made an official statement later. It was no accident.
I see. Do you know how I can reach the family?
Not really, dear. Like I said, they tend to keep to themselves.
Die Myers-Familie. Charles Wade, wer ist denn das?
What can you tell me about Charles Wade?
Well, I do know he has made quite a name for himself since he and Joseph went to war together. Apparently, he came up with some brilliant piece of engineering for the airplanes. They use it everywhere now.
Any idea how to get in touch with him?
I'm afraid not, dear. I haven't seen him for years. He and Joseph grew apart before you were born.
Any particular reason for that?
Oh, not that I know of.
Ja, okay, Oma. Danke für die Infos. Mehr kann ich dich hier gerade nicht fragen.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
So long and thanks for all the fish. So, packen wir mal die Mikrokassette vom Dachboden ins Diktiergerät. So, und hören uns das mal an. Warte mal, können wir das so tun? Okay.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep. Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, I hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
You people make me sick. We're never coming back. Don't call, don't write. If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
Joseph, you there? It's me, Cocky. It happened to me too. You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
I wonder who this Cocky is.
Cocky. Okay, dann, Oma?
There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
Du hast ja gerade mit angehört, ne?
I don't think we need to discuss that anymore since I've been able to open the briefcase. Hey, Grandma.
Oh, he could be...
Ja.
I don't think we need to...
Warte mal.
See you later,
Dann,
Grandma.
Take care.
ja. Mal kurz hier austauschen.
There are...
Very well.
Da. So, hier, Mikrokasse Dachboden.
A person who called himself Cocky left a message on this tape. Does that nickname mean anything to you?
Sounds vaguely familiar. It reminds me of the aviator call signs Joseph and his friends gave one another. Joseph was vigilante. I can't count the number of times he got into trouble for breaking the rules. To this day, I have no idea how he always managed to land on his feet.
Must be hereditary, given the things I've gotten away with. Every time I wake up, I am genuinely surprised that I'm not in jail.
I'm sure it's not that bad, dear.
But to get back to the subject, you don't have any idea of who this Cocky is?
I'm afraid not, but the Air Force might be a good place to start.
Cocky Rufzeichen. Da können wir ja einiges noch machen hier.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Das Ding ist, wir haben jetzt so viele Spuren. Und momentan können wir halt nur einfach nur mit den Leuten reden, weil irgendwie großartig irgendwie was zeigen oder so. Ja, aber wie gesagt, mit den Leuten reden, aber irgendwie großartig was kombinieren oder so können wir jetzt, glaube ich, gerade nicht. Aber ich guck mal ins Telefonbuch, ne? Ist ja, ne, heutzutage hat man eine Kontaktliste auf dem Handy. Zwischenzeitlich gab es sowas wie die Auskunft, ne? So, einige kennen ja wahrscheinlich noch so 11880 und so. Da werden sie geholfen. Wunderbares Deutsch. Ja, Telefonbuch. Da hat man nachgeschaut, wenn man die Nummer von irgendwem erfahren wollte. Zumindest innerhalb einer Stadt. Weil so dick waren die halt und das war halt wirklich nur eine einzige Stadt. Alles drüber hinweg? Ja, Auskunft. Okay, Telefonbuch, McConnell Basis. Nice. Lily Myers.
She's been dead for 2 decades. I could try to find someone in her family, but I'll need a full name.
Ach, ja, okay, Myers Familie. Charles Wade.
Damn, no Charles Wade in here. Was worth a shot, but being rich and famous and all, I guess he's got a hidden number. No hit for Wade Industries either, but it was kind of a long shot for them to have an office in this small county anyway. I should try to get a hold of him some other way.
Ja, vielleicht liegt es auch einfach daran, dass er nicht mehr in der Stadt wohnt. Die Myers Familie.
Alright, found an address.
Neuer Schauplatz in Zukunft. Stimmt, Adressen standen, glaube ich, auch noch drin. Cocky Rufzeichen.
Nah, nothing like that in here.
Okay. Schade aber auch. Okay. Dann rufen wir mal bei der McConnell Basis an.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi, I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
Was ich gerade so schade finde, ist, dass man die Nummer nicht selber eintippen kann. Vor allem, das war bei Simply Park war das ja. Konnte man auch telefonieren und die Nummern selber eintippen. Und da konnte man so allen möglichen Scheiß, so irgendwelche Easter Eggs und so. Finde ich schade, dass man das hier nicht machen kann.
Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
I know that he was no longer stationed here at the base at that time. He'd left the Air Force decades earlier. But as a Conwell Springs citizen, sure, I've heard the rumors just like everybody else. How he was found by the sheriff all messed up, walking out of the woods with some kind of unexplained brain damage.
Any theory as to what he was doing out there?
I'm afraid not, ma'am. But I'm positive that it had nothing to do with this base or our operations here.
Okay, what can you tell me about his service at McConnell?
Well, Joseph Rain is a legend around here. His pile of medals weighs more than my car. I was fortunate enough to meet him before he suffered his injury, and I must say, what an inspiring man. I'm positive that he would have made General if he'd stuck around.
Any idea of why he quit? He looks so happy in the pictures from the war.
Oh, your family, ma'am?
Granddaughter.
Well, then I'm sorry for your loss. I heard about his recent passing.
Appreciate it, buddy. So, about him quitting.
I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but some say the war broke him. PTSD. Me? I don't think so. When I met him, he had this aura about him, like he wasn't afraid of anything. Maybe it was just guilt. He ended a lot of lives, but that's just me speculating.
Gotcha. Thanks for the thoughts.
Meine Kohle ist fertig. Sekunde, bin gleich wieder da. So. McConnell Basis. Ein bisschen über deine Arbeitsstelle würde ich mal erfahren.
What can you tell me about McConnell Air Force Base?
This is one of the oldest Air Force bases in the U.S., established during World War I. The main purpose of it is to train fighter pilots. The McConnell Flight School is well-renowned all around the country. In the late 80s, the school started accepting a limited number of civilian applicants due to the high demand. Some of the most famous dogfighters in U.S. history, such as Ethan Fireball Jenkins, Joseph Vigilante Rain, and Brett Savior Myers trained at this very base. Charles Wade, the great industrialist, did too. Some claim that many of his revolutionary ideas came from the former chief mechanic here, the late Niles Bloom.
Interesting. Thanks for the history lesson.
Lily Myers wahrscheinlich. Obwohl, der kommt ja aus der Stadt.
I don't see a reason to ask him about that.
Ja, dann halt nicht.
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Is there any way you can make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
No can do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of official business.
Eindringlich bitten, vorgeben, ein Kopf zu sein. Ja, bitten wir ihn halt, ne? Vorgeben, ein Kopf zu... Ich bin immer so... Amtsanmaßung ist so... Nicht toll.
But what if it was a matter of life and death?
Ma'am, if you're in a life-threatening situation, I suggest you call 911.
Okay.
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from Conwell Springs Sheriff's Department.
Nice try. Do you know what caller ID is? You can clearly see that you're not calling from the station. Goodbye.
Damn, I can't pull that off if I call from here.
Ich würde aber trotzdem nochmal anrufen wollen. Ich habe nur noch ein paar Sachen, die ich ihn fragen kann.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, man.
I don't see a... Do you recognize the aviator call sign, Cocky?
Afraid not, ma'am. I know all the call signs here, and I'm positive it's not one of them.
This isn't current, though. It might have been used as early as World War II.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We don't keep any official records of call signs. The only option I can think of is to get a hold of somebody who was around back then.
Any suggestions?
The only person I can think of who is still alive would be Charles Wade.
The billionaire. He was stationed at McConnell?
He was, up until the point when he founded Wade Industries in the 60s.
All right, that's all.
Na gut. Na gut. Aber wir haben auf jeden Fall eine neue Spur, sag ich mal. Und können ja, also wir können sie weiterverfolgen. Die Informationen sammeln sich. Hütte am See. Ach ja, das wäre die Adresse. Aber erstmal zur Polizeiwache. Erstmal alles, was wir haben und dann irgendwas Neues. So, der lässt uns ja nicht an das Telefon, deswegen wieder Kaffee verschwenden. Wir kommen da rein und müssen wieder, ne, distracten und so hier ablenken. Penner, hi.
Hey.
Hi there.
Hi there. Er freut sich. Oh.
Okay.
See ya.
Na gut, dann. Der hört das natürlich auch nicht, dass die Tür auf und zu geht, ne? Na gut, dann benutzen wir das Telefon.
I can't while he's sitting there.
Ach was denkst du, weshalb wir gerade da hinten bei dem Typen waren? Na gut. Vielleicht können wir ihn jetzt nochmal drum bitten.
Hey.
Hi there.
Okay.
See ya.
If I ever feel the urge.
Wie können wir ihn jetzt ablenken? Warte. Er wollte ja Essen für uns holen. Ich erinnere mich noch genau daran.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Fragen wir ihn.
Sure. I'll show him the police report I stole from under his nose. That's a great idea.
Okay, dann quatschen wir einfach mal mit ihm. Vielleicht fragt er dann nochmal nach wegen des Essens.
I don't want to show him that.
Wenn nicht.
I don't want to.
Wenn
I
nicht.
don't want.
Nein. Okay.
Hey, Lenny, do you recognize these men?
Not really. Sorry.
Wofür bist du eigentlich gut?
I don't want to show him. I probably shouldn't. He might ask where I got it from.
Aus dem Haus meines Großvaters. Wo ist das Problem?
I don't want to. Nah, I don't. Hey, Lenny, could you check the files for a police report? A girl who drowned around here, Lily Myers?
I'd love to help, Kathy, but you better check with the sheriff first.
Fine, I'll do that. What's your opinion on Charles Wade?
He's okay in my book. Invested a lot in the local community over the years. He's been a prominent figure in town for as long as I can remember.
Ah. Meyers Familie.
Do you know the Myers family? Supposed to live somewhere near the lake?
Aren't they the ones whose daughter drowned a long time ago?
Yeah, that's right.
Might recognize them if I saw them, but that's about it.
Toll.
Nah, I don't want. Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Okay, quatsch ich halt mit dem Sheriff. Hi.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
Warte mal.
Sure. I don't. He's new in town. I don't think. I don't want to. I don't need to ask. Do you know anything about a drowning here in 1975? Young girl named Lily Myers?
That case was handled by Truman. I wasn't involved.
Could I have a look at that report?
You have a memory problem?
Ugh, fine.
Ja gut, wir können uns wenigstens nochmal nach hinten stehlen.
What's your opinion on Charles Wade?
There's a lot of people in town with their noses up that man's ass, that's for sure.
That's so? Care to elaborate?
Just another rich bastard doing what he does. They even renamed Main Street to Wade Street a few months back. What a goddamn joke.
I don't need to ask. That's all for now.
Good.
Wow. Okay, cool. Ja, dann. Alter, dieser Kaffeeverbrauch in diesem Büro, ne? Einfach furchtbar. Aber schön, dass es nicht immer wieder gezeigt wird. Ja, Polizeiberichte.
Okay, there's gotta be something in here about Lily Meyer's death. Okay, what do we have here?
Zeig mal. Der Rettungsdienst wird von einem Anwohner in der Nähe des Conwells-Sees benachrichtigt. Der 14.07.75, 5:18 Uhr. Der Anrufer berichtet, dass eine junge weibliche Person, ungefähr 16 Jahre alt, tot im Wasser treibend aufgefunden wurde und vermutlich im See ertrunken ist. 14.07.75, 5:44 Uhr. Beamte treffen am Unfallort ein. Krankenwagen ist unterwegs, wurde durch den Nebel aufgehalten. Der Körper ist vollständig bekleidet und es ist kein Anzeichen einer Fremdeinwirkung zu erkennen. Der Vorfall wird als vermutlicher Unfall eingestuft. Bei der Durchsuchung des Anwesens wird ein Abschiedsbrief entdeckt. Die Handschrift stimmt mit der des Opfers überein. Zeugen berichten von früheren psychischen Problemen. 14.07.75, 19:26 Uhr. Der Krankenwagen kommt endlich an. Einfach mal 14 Stunden später. Das Mädchen wird vom medizinischen Personal für tot erklärt und in das Leichenschauhaus der Stadt transportiert. 16.07.75, 11:20 Uhr. Bericht des Gerichtsmediziners erhalten. Als Todesursache wird Ertrinken festgelegt. Keine äußeren Anzeichen für einen Kampf. Suizid bestätigt.
Looks like somebody did a Virginia Woolf. I wonder if there's more to it. Hey.
Hi there.
So, why'd they put... Is that...
Yeah.
That's the word.
For your information.
I take my...
Hey, what? To be fair, mine... But that doesn't mean...
I think I...
You're right.
Okay.
See ya.
A big... An axe. Brilliant idea.
Ach, hier ist doch auch noch ein Telefon. Ja, Mensch.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
Okay, Charles Wade.
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Is there any way you can make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
Oh, can do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of official business.
Vorgeben, ein Kopf zu sein.
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from Conwell Springs Sheriff's Department.
I can see that you're actually calling from the station. You say you're a cop? You don't sound like a cop.
Seine Zweifel ignorieren, drohen ihn zu melden, ihn beschuldigen, sexistisch zu sein. Haha, das funktioniert. Heutzutage funktioniert es immer.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? It's just because I'm a woman, right? Women don't belong in law enforcement? Is that what you're saying? That's so sexist.
Now that's hardly what...
Do you have any idea what I have to go through every day? Nobody takes me seriously. The dirty looks, the sexual innuendos,
Relax, okay? I'll check the files. It's 555-7641.
Thanks, buddy.
Herrlich ist das. Ja, hat wohl schon damals so funktioniert. Ruf mal direkt dort an.
Wade residence?
Hi, this is Kathy Rain. I'm calling for Charles Wade.
He doesn't live here anymore. What's this about? What do you want with my father?
I'd just like to have a quick word with Mr. Wade. It's about my grandfather, Joseph Rain.
You're 20 years late, girl. My father has neither time nor energy to deal with you people.
But
this conversation is over. Unless my father explicitly says he wants to talk to you, it's not going to happen.
Wow.
What a stuck-up, overclass witch. Well, she hasn't heard the last from me. I'm going to talk to that old man one way or another.
Na gut. Dann haben wir hier soweit jetzt alles durch. Erst immer noch am Kaffee machen. Geil. Während wir 2 Gespräche noch geführt haben. Okay. Ich hätte ehrlich gesagt gedacht, dass wir das mit dem grünen Telefon machen. Oh, okay, das funktioniert. Gut. Immer noch nichts. Okay. Hütte am See. Cornwall
Thick,
Wild.
dense forest. What were you doing out there, Grandpa?
See.
Conwell Lake, where Lily Myers met her demise. Looks like there's a small dock with a couple of boats. I don't have a reason to go down there.
Noch keinen Grund. Zigarettenstummel.
There's a ton of discarded cigarette butts.
Nein, das wollte ich... Na, scheiße. Ich dachte, sie guckt sich das einfach nur an. Gut, dann halt wieder zurück zur Hütte am See. Dass sie nicht tanken muss zwischendurch, ist ein Wunder. Aschebecher.
Around here is a chain smoker. We have something in common. Good to know.
Thermometer.
55 degrees. Not too chilly, thankfully.
Nach Fahrenheit. Celsius. 55 sind... Ja, 12,7 Grad Celsius. Geht. Das ist eine angenehme Temperatur, wie ich finde. Fenster. Können wir mal durchlunzen?
I can see someone moving inside.
Auch wie gruselig. Tür.
Yes? Can I help you?
I hope so. My name's Rain. Kathy Rain.
Joseph's girl. The one they sent away.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what do you want?
I had some questions about your daughter, Lily.
Well, you know what? I don't have any answers, girl. Lily was precious, special. Lily died. That's all there is to it.
My grandfather came to see you, right? To ask about her?
Maybe he did. I don't see how that's any of your business.
I'm not asking for much, Mrs. Myers.
Then clearly you have no idea what it's like losing a child. Goodbye.
Eine Kettenraucherin. Vielleicht können wir sie überreden, bei einer Zigarette darüber zu reden.
That's not how you treat premium tobacco.
Nicht? Können wir
I
vielleicht...
prefer to electrocute something and or someone else. Oh, I do enjoy burning things, just not that. I don't think that accomplishes... That's...
Okay, dann nicht. Nein, natürlich nicht.
I'm having a
Vielleicht.
hard time.
Ja, ich auch.
I don't... That doesn't need a... I doubt this coin... Not a big fan of that idea. Somebody around here is a chain... There's a ton of discard...
Aber nochmal.
You again.
Oh. Bieten wir doch mal zu.
Care to join me for a smoke, Mrs. Myers?
Well, I'm gonna have to think about it. Well, I suppose one smoke can't hurt.
And that's when he realized it was his own bong.
Oh my, oh now that was a good one. You know what, Kathy? You're okay. Sorry for being such a cranky old bag before. I get a short fuse when I run out of smokes.
Now that's an understatement. Good thing I had my morning smoke, otherwise we would have had a fist fight on our hands.
Oh, it's getting chilly. Why don't we head inside? Now, this here's my boy Nathan. He's special. Nate, be polite and say hello to Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi there, big guy.
So, schauen wir uns noch erstmal hier ein bisschen um. Erstmal Eule.
Very lifelike. Contrary to popular belief, I don't believe the owls are more than what they seem. Nice view of the lake from here. Yet another burial ground for those sweet, addictive, not to mention cancer-inducing sticks of tobacco. I'm a huge fan.
Wollen wir mit ihm reden?
What you doing, big fella?
Drawing.
Oh yeah? What are you drawing?
The nice red man.
You mean Santa?
No, the nice red man.
Now, what did I say about raising your voice at strangers?
Sorry, Mama. I'll be nice. The red man is nice.
Don't mind him. He gets so absorbed in his drawings thanks to that wild imagination of his, just like his sister.
Gemälde.
Nice painting. It's signed LM.
Lily Myers, nehme ich mal an. Ein Geweih.
By the looks of it, they're fairly common in Conwell Woods.
Und ein Herd.
I can smell something cooking.
Jetzt kriege ich Hunger. Ich habe noch einen Donut im Kühlschrank. Okay. Quatschen wir mal.
So, you wanted to ask me about Lily?
Yeah. Do you mind telling me what happened when my grandfather came to see you?
Well, he knocked on my door a few years after Lily had passed away. I didn't know Joseph too well myself, but I'd heard of him and the good he'd done for the other people around here. So I let him in. He started asking a bunch of questions about Lily, like if I was absolutely sure that it was suicide.
And what did you say?
The truth. That she was depressed and had been for a long time. I had no doubts about what happened.
All right. Anything else?
Well, he was weirdly curious about her paintings.
Lily painted?
Yep, that's one of hers right there on the wall.
I see, it's beautiful. So, in what way was he curious?
He asked if Lily had painted anything odd or strange. I didn't really get what he was after, but I let him have a look at her work. He spent some time browsing through them, and then he wrote something down on a piece of paper, thanked me, and left.
Huh. Any idea of what he could have seen?
Not really. I had the paintings all lined up. Could have been any of them.
Would you mind showing them to me?
Well, I would if I could, but this is the only one I have left. I sold the rest many years ago to this weirdo art collector.
Zufällig ein Typ in einem roten Mann. Ein roter Mann. Ja, okay.
I was pretty tempted before, but I think we're past that now. It was fun the last time, but nah. No reason to... What do you think about this church?
It's a good church. I go there from time to time. I bring Nate, too, when that boy needs the fear of God put into him.
No reason. No reason. Hey, Sue, do you recognize any of these men?
Well, there's Joseph Rain. always so handsome. I had such a crush on him back in the day. And... no way. That's him. The man who bought the paintings. He's much younger here, but there's no mistaking that hair and nose.
Are you sure?
I'm positive, little cat. That's the guy who walked into this cabin with $5,000 in cash.
That's very helpful, Sue. Thanks. Ugh. Another question for the elusive Mr. Wade. I'd rather just ask her about... Do you know what this key opens?
Well, that's a bit of a weird question, ain't it? But no.
Ja, sein können.
No reason to... I'd rather...
Okay, dann, ja. Haben wir hier noch ein paar Sachen zu fragen.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather? How he ended up in a wheelchair?
Stroke, wasn't it? At least that's what I heard.
Not necessarily. There are some divided opinions about it.
Now that I think about it, that whole ordeal happened to him not long after he came here.
How long?
A week, maybe, at the most.
Das kann kein Zufall sein. McConnell-Basis.
I don't need to ask her about that.
Ne? Okay.
Mind telling me what Lily was like, Sue?
I'd be happy to. She was Nathan's older sister by 2 years. Lily was like any girl growing up, normal, happy, talking about school, boys, and whatnot. And she and Nathan were close back then, always playing together in the woods. When Lily was 10, she started drawing, always doodling on just about anything she could get her hands on. We didn't have much, really, and so she used what she could. Once I even caught her scribbling on toilet paper. On her 12th birthday, we gave Lily a thick sketchbook with an assortment of pencils. She was ecstatic. That was the happiest I'd ever seen her. From that day, drawing became her life. Eventually, her art teacher at school helped her to get started with oil painting. When Lily was 15, something changed. At first, I thought it was just usual teen angst, but no, this was something different. She started going out, disappearing for long periods of time. She locked herself in when painting. She never used to do that. I tried everything. Counseling, support groups, antidepressants. Nothing worked. About a year later, she just gave up. And, well, you know the rest.
I'm sorry, Sue. That must have been unimaginable.
Thanks, darling, but it's been a while now. I've learned to live with it.
You know, I've been through something similar. My mom. She never killed herself, but, well, she came close.
That's a damn shame. I heard about her problems. Is she doing any better now?
Better isn't the word I'd use. I had to put her in a place where she couldn't hurt anyone, including herself.
Yeah, life ain't easy for any of us. Flip a few coins along the way, and I could have ended up somewhere like that myself. I'm awfully sorry things went that way for you, Ma. Anyhow.
Thanks, Sue. Taking it one step at a time.
Charles Wade, das ist ja der Kunsthändler.
So, Charles Wade was the one who bought those paintings from you?
Yep. Like I said, he gave me $5,000 for Lily's paintings. If you want to know his reasons, you're gonna have to ask the man himself.
What do you do to support the two of you?
A little bit of this and that. Got me some cash saved up, too. Nathan helps out when he can.
What happened to your husband, if you don't mind me asking?
You could say he didn't quite cope as well as I did with what happened to Lily. He got himself a death wish after what happened to her, started drinking and getting into all sorts of trouble. 5 years left for him in the joint now. Been there for 15.
Man, that must be rough for you.
Oh, we're doing just fine without him. Aren't we, Nate?
Mama takes good care of us.
Mama sure does.
Ah, Cocky, Rufzeichen. Sagt dir das vielleicht etwas?
I don't need to ask her about that.
Er hätte ja aber sein können. Und die Kunst.
So, tell me about Lily's art.
It used to be about cheerful things, landscapes, animals, bright colors. But as she drifted further into depression, she started painting horrible things, death and decay. And the last few pieces look like something out of a nightmare.
That's awful. Did Lily ever get any recognition for her art?
Not really. Except from the guy I told you about who bought most of her paintings.
Ja, mehr können wir nicht mehr fragen. Soweit, ja.
I think I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat. Come back anytime.
It's getting late. I should head back to the city.
Jo, dann auf. Nicht wieder zu schnell fahren. Oh, es regnet nicht mehr.
Hey, you're still up.
I was wondering when you'd show up. How did it go?
Long story. I found out about some stuff that happened when I was a kid.
Wow, what a mystery. So what's the plan now?
Großvater ist immer noch tot und daran kann ich nichts ändern. Außerdem bin ich nur auf Sackgassen gestoßen. Ich weiß es noch nicht, aber ich werde mir was ausdenken. Eine Mütze Schlaf holen. So sieht der Plan aus. Ich falle gleich um.
I don't know yet, but I'll figure something out.
What about this Charles Wade? You still haven't talked to him? And that strange bright picture you showed me? Those tapes? Listen, I know this guy.
Eileen, relax. We can talk about it tomorrow, okay? Oh, it's way too late now.
Oh, I couldn't possibly sleep now. I'm way too excited.
Well, that makes one of us. Nighty.
Good night, cat.
Ah.
Hey, Kathy, wake up!
Ugh, you are so lucky there are no sharp objects near this bed.
Guess what? I got an idea.
Please tell me it involves you taking a sabbatical.
Haha, so you found all this evidence, right? Pictures, tapes, and stuff?
I guess. Why?
Well, as you know, I have a computer. And I know this hacker guy, Dave, and... Oh, never mind. I'll just write you a note. You go back to sleep.
Seriously, Eileen, sometimes I just marvel at how your brain works.
I know, right?
Ach Gott. In dieser Nacht träumte Kathy.
Are you sure you want to do this, Catherine? You still have time, if you think there's any chance you would change your mind.
I'm sure, Doctor. Just get it out of me. But please, don't tell my mom.
I'm sorry, but we have to do that. It's the law.
Niemand muss davon erfahren. Tun Sie doch einfach so, als hätten Sie es vergessen. Das geht Sie nichts an. Es ist meine Entscheidung. Ehrlich gesagt weiß ich gerade nicht, worum es geht.
Nobody has to know. Just pretend it slipped your mind. I have enough shit going on with her already. This would just add fuel to the fire.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do.
Fine. Let's just get this over with then.
Right this way.
Schwangerschaftsabbruch? Aufs Catmobil gestiegen. Errungenschaft freigeschaltet. Tag 2. Haben wir jetzt auch.
Ugh, I hate that dream. I guess Eileen went to class. I probably should too. Nah.
Spiegel. Gibt's hier nicht. Warte mal, wo ist denn hier? Telefon, Scanner, Drucker.
Eileen's obnoxious alarm clock.
Ah, warte, da.
Oh,
Ach,
what's
verdammt.
this? Hi, Kat. Feel free to use my computer while I'm away. My password is Angel Love, without the quotes. If you call my friend Dave at 555-2492, he can set you up with some software. I'll be back in a few hours, super psyched about the investigation. E. P.S. No gum on the keyboard, please. Remember the last time?
Oh,
It's
was?
like she actually uses the spacebar. Shit. Looks like she forgot to write down the username. Oh well, shouldn't be too hard to guess. I think it's just some combination of her first and last name.
Hacker Dave. Ah, schön. Okay, ich versuche mich erstmal anzumelden. Oh Gott, dieses Mikrofon. Ich hatte so eins gehockt. Ah. Oh, Benutzername. Ungültiger Benutzername. Ah Gott, Summers. Oder? Der Nachname war doch Summers, ne?
Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full...
Eileen Mildred Summers. Mist. Mal IS. Ne, EM. Summers. Ah, fuck, ey. Nein. Das ist auf jeden Fall falsch. Summers war es ja auch nicht. Summers. Nein. Ah, perfekt. Stimme, Recorder. Leer. Scanner. Leerer Scanner. Aufnahme.
Nah, I doubt I need to mess with this tape.
Nicht? Okay. Dann, warte mal.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep.
You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
Speicherdatei. Band AB. Cool. Okay, warte mal. Ich pack mal dann das Bild auch schon mal in den Scanner. Mhm. Hellsbild.bmp. Wave-Dateien. Oh. Okay, dann rufen wir mal Dave an.
Yeah?
Hey, I'm Kathy. Eileen said to call you about some software.
Ellie who?
Eileen. Red hair, glasses, speaks so fast her gums ache.
Oh, right. I thought her name was Errol. Figured it was kind of a weird name for a girl.
You must have a hearing disorder.
You must have a thinking disorder. Burn.
Wow. Just wow. So, the software?
Oh, yeah. No, can't. Not really.
I knew she was full of shit.
Nah, I mean, sure, I used to be able to get pirated software, but not anymore. There was this misunderstanding and my network privileges were revoked. Me and Clyde, the campus IT guy, don't really see eye to eye. We used to play bocce together, and let's just say he is one sore loser.
Wieso versöhnst du dich nicht einfach mit Clyde? Kannst du dich nicht einfach einhacken? Du bist so ein Poser.
You call yourself a hacker? Just use your brain, for Christ's sake. Let's figure this out.
Wow, you're so sassy, Nancy Drew. Well, okay, only an admin account can change the access ports. The only way to even theoretically crack one would be if Clyde logged onto a machine to which we have unrestricted physical access. And... Ooh, I got an idea.
I'm not gonna like this.
Well, what you could do is intentionally crash your PC.
That sounds especially stupid.
Well, not crash it, just crash it a little, then call Clyde. Clyde will come over to fix it. If you're lucky, then he'll log onto the network using his admin account. Afterwards, you can use some of my tools to find and crack the password locally.
Worth a shot, I guess. Okay, you can come over and set it up.
No way. I have severe IBS, it just wouldn't work.
IBS? What the hell is that?
You seriously don't want to know. I'll have my buddy drop off everything you need. It's not rocket science. You do what I ask, and I'll get you some juicy software. Quid pro quo, Clarice.
Whatever, weirdo. We'll see.
Mhm. Nun ja, das ging schnell. Also, Umschlag.
There was a floppy disk in there with a note taped to the back. It's labeled boot. 1. Boot your computer using the blue floppy. 2. Use the corrupt MBR utility to crash the file system of the computer. Take the floppy out and reboot. 3. Call Clyde at 555-8181. Tell him your computer crashed and give him the error code on the screen. He'll come over and have a look. It shouldn't take too long for him to fix. 4. Now comes the crucial part. You need to somehow make him log on with his admin account. 5. Reboot and retrieve the admin credentials using the blue floppy. 6. Reboot and log on using Clyde's admin account. 7. Look for some kind of That's it. And remember, if you mess up somewhere, just call Clyde and he'll have to take care of it. It's his job after all.
IT-Abteilung, Clyde. Okay. Dann machen wir... Ja. Hier ist das Mikrofon, ne? Ja, dann... Einfach mal so ausgemacht, ey. Im laufenden Betrieb.
1. Boot 2,
Also.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look for some kind of tool to remotely open my Ethernet port. Dorm B, room 8. That's it. And remember...
Okay. Cyberdyne Systems. Engel Echelon, 66 Megahertz. Boah, heißer Scheiß, Alter. IDE. Oh Gott, ey. So, Festplatten beschädigen. Fortfahren kann nicht mehr von dieser Partition aus gestartet werden. Ja. Mehr beschädigt. Cool. Beenden und runterfahren. So, her damit.
Alright, time for some expert help.
Ja, dann rufen wir mal Clyde an, ne? Ich frage mich, was für ein Kleid er dann anzieht.
IT, this is Clyde speaking. How can I help you?
Streit mit Dave. Kaputter Computer.
Hi, I need you to come and fix my roommate's computer.
What seems to be the problem?
It won't start up. There's some kind of system failure with an error code on the screen.
Probably a hard drive failure. Which room are you in?
Dorm A, room 5.
I'll be there in a few minutes.
Thanks.
Alter, was für Service, ne? So schnell bin ich noch nicht mehr gewesen.
Clyde from IT.
Hi, come in.
Das ist doch... Das ist so ein Klischee. Obwohl, früher war es wirklich so.
My, oh my. Now, how did this happen?
I have no idea. It was like this when I started it up this morning.
Let's have a look. presto, good as new.
That's perfect. Could you try logging on real quick just to make sure it works?
You go ahead, I'll wait. Works like a charm. Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Thanks, I guess.
No problem. Let me know if you have any more trouble.
I'll be sure to
Also,
do that.
er hat sich nicht angemeldet, ne? Kacke.
Shit. I have to come up with a way to force him to log on.
Okay, dann aus Diskette rein. Oh, mit Diskette, weiß ich noch nicht mal. Das Ding hat doch nicht mal ein CD-Laufwerk, ey. Alter. Engel Echelon, das ist glaube ich, auf Intel, glaube ich. Oh ja, dieses Ding, wenn eine Diskette drin ist beim Booten, früher hat sich dann der Rechner nicht, das hat nicht hochgefahren. Ja, MBI beschädigt. So, raus damit und nochmal Anrufe hier.
And presto, good as new.
That's perfect. Could you try logging on real quick just to make sure it works?
You go ahead, I'll wait.
Oh, now look what I did.
For crying out loud. Let me try to log in with my account. Okay, everything seems to be in order. I've unlocked your account. Please, try not to break anything else.
Oh, I'll try. Phase 1 complete.
Nice. So. Dann extrahieren wir.
Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's it.
So. Rennen damit aus an. Ah! 8 Megabyte RAM. Speicher, das ist ja krass. Göttlich. Passwort Gadget, oh Gott. Ja, okay, cool. So. Admin Gadget. Willkommen, Kleid. Danke. Netzwerk. Mal 8. Oh, B und 8 war das, glaube ich, ne? Ja.
Alright, that should do it.
Cool. Raus. Zurück. Interessanterweise ist die Software auch mit drauf, was eigentlich so nicht sein dürfte, aber ja. Ich sag jetzt nichts dazu. Außer es ist halt eine Remote-Anmeldung auf einem extra Server, aber ja. So. Dave!
Yeah?
Guess what?
You got it? Hang on. Oh man, I could kiss you! Figuratively, that is. I am so gonna get back at Clyde now. What are those admin credentials, by the way?
Not telling, buddy. Saving those for a rainy day.
Huh. I suppose this nice floppy I've prepared for you stays in my room then.
Sure, then I'll just have to log back on and click that pretty little lock icon again.
Now this is just emotional blackmail.
Quid pro quo, Dave.
Fine. I'll have it dropped off at your room. God damn, you're like a she-Clyde. A Clydette.
Huh, that is the worst insult I've ever heard. Later, Dave.
Und Expresslieferung. Nice. So. Umschlag. Noch eine Diskette.
There was a floppy disk inside.
Ja,
It's
danke.
labeled tools.
Mhm. Dann. Oh ja.
It's labeled.
Ja, okay. Ah. Okay, perfekt. Funktioniert das. So, Summers. Engelliebe. Oh, ich find's schön, dass diese Tastengeräusche auch dabei sind. Tools. Gucken wir mal her. VoiceForge Bildanalysator. Software installiert. Das finde ich schön. Drag and Drop hinziehen. Alles klar, machen wir mal. So, Belichtung. Aha. Okay. Ehrlich gesagt habe ich keine Ahnung, in welche Richtung ich das ziehen muss. Ah!
What is that? Ball lightning? I'll print the whole picture for now, but there's probably more to find.
Wird gedruckt. Gut, dass Eileen einen Farbdrucker hat. Musteranalyse fehlgeschlagen. Bitte schränken Sie die Auswahl ein. Die hellen Anomalien formen ein leichtes, schräges, gleichseitiges
That shape
Dreieck.
has to be significant somehow.
Naja, Opa hat ja auch ein Muster gefunden. Opa hat ja...
Unusual flower over there, though. Never seen anything like it. Maybe worth printing? Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all there is to find in this picture.
Sicher? Ja, Musteranalyse.
I don't want to print that part of the image.
Okay, dann nicht. Irgendwas wollte ich noch gerade sagen. Ich habe vergessen, was. Scheiße. Interessant, dass eine Software sowas kann. Also, ich kenne keinen, bei der das so möglich ist. Ah, übrigens, ja, jetzt weiß ich wieder was. Der Opa hat sich ja mit Geometrie beschäftigt, ne? So ein gleichseitiges Dreieck. Ist ja was Geometrisches. So, VoiceForge.
Okay, Erica Wade. Let's see if we can't motivate you to hear me out.
5 verschiedene Stimmen gefunden, Abschnitte unterteilt. Analyse abgeschlossen. Oh Gott,
I don't think I need to manipulate this particular voice recording.
Nicht?
I don't think.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep.
Ah, okay. Bald bekommen wir so Charles dachte. Ja, jedenfalls Joseph, junge Cat. Ah, okay, ja, dann war das der. Oh Gott. Wir kommen besuchen, Vince, Charles dachte, Dad. Ja.
I should probably greet my intended recipient first.
Hallo.
I should probably greet my
Hallo Erika.
I should let the recipient know who is speaking with.
Also. Dad. Hier.
I should let the recipient know who is speaking with.
Charles. Hier.
I should let the recipient know who is speaking with this voice.
Gibt es ein Ist? Ja. Hier ist Dad.
I should probably ask Erica to do something specific for Kathy Rain.
Ruf Kathy an.
Almost. Just a few more tweaks. That should work.
Hallo Erika, ich bin's Dad. Ruf Kathy Rain an und sag ihr, was sie wissen will. Bis dann. Vorbereitung abgeschlossen. Neues Segment am Ende angefügt.
I'll just reuse the same tape and place the modified message at the end.
Hello, Erica. It's your father. Call Kathy Rain and give her what she wants. Bye.
Alright, the forged message should now be at the end of the original tape.
Cool. Beenden. Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott, ey. So, dann... Warte mal, bevor ich... So.
You've reached Erica Wade. Leave a message after the beep.
Hello, Erica. It's your father. Call Kathy Rain and give her what she wants. Bye.
You've reached Erica Wade. Leave a message after the beep.
Hi, Erica. This is Kathy Rain. I spoke to your father. He asked me to get in touch with you and said he would call ahead. You can reach me at 555-8352. Bye. Your move, Erica. Oh, hello there, Mildred.
Hi yourself, Agatha.
What? How'd you... Oh, never mind.
I know your social security number, too.
Oh, God. Soon you'll start stealing my clothes and then walk around in them pretending to be me.
Who says I haven't done that already?
Okay, I admit that's pretty funny.
So anyway, how did things go with Dave?
Pretty good. I had to sabotage your computer.
You had to what?
Oh, chill outie. It was just a tiny little thing. I just needed an excuse for the IT guy to come by so I could steal his password.
Clyde? But he's so nice. Why'd you want to steal his password?
It's a long story. And then I used Mr. Wade's synthesized voice to craft this fake message, which I left on her answering machine.
Now that's some out-of-the-box thinking.
Yep, just might be silly enough to work.
Yeah. Anyhow, feel free to keep using my computer. I need to do some homework anyway.
Sounds good. I'm sure I found everything in the picture of those lights, but I have a nagging feeling that they're connected to something I found yesterday.
Alins Notiz. Hier, das müsste ja alles beim Drucker sein, ne?
I'll just get rid of the original picture now, since I have the restored version anyway. Strange. Now that I look at them, the lights remind me of something I picked up yesterday.
Stich doch direkt hervor. Warte mal hier.
Wow, the church logo looks pretty similar to the smoky lights. I might have
Mhm.
to visit them after all.
Kirche der Heiligen
Hey,
Dreifaltigkeit.
E, come check this out.
Oh Gott, ich werd
Wow.
müde.
They're hypnotic. Looks like a will-o'-the-wisp. You know, the spirit of the forest.
Now that's just silly, Eileen. There has to be a more reasonable explanation for them.
Hey, there's nothing silly about forest spirits. You should talk to Meadow, my Wiccan friend. She's really opened my eyes about these sort of things.
Alter, und das von einer Kirchentante. Ist das nicht dieselbe Meadow, die eine intime Beziehung mit dem Baum vor ihrem Wohn... Es ist nicht eine christliche Pflicht, Leute wie sie als Heiden anzusehen. Ich finde das besser.
Isn't that the same Meadow who had an intimate relationship with the tree outside her dorm?
Oh, come on. That was just a phase.
Trust me, I've been through every phase in the book. That definitely isn't one of them.
So, anyway, is there anything I can do to help?
Well, my side of the room is starting to get a bit messy. There's always that.
Haha, I meant with the investigation, silly.
I guess you could try to find out more about these lights. Maybe figure out where that picture was taken.
I know exactly where to start.
Good. I'm gonna get some food now before I pass out.
Okie dokie, I'll grab my books and get cracking.
Alright, see you in a bit.
Sie hat immer noch die gleichen Klamotten an.
Hey!
Hi!
So, any progress with the search?
Yeah, I was able to identify that flower. It's called the red scythe, or Rosea falcus. I discovered that there was a small nature reserve near Conwell Springs, which was established in '89. The red scythe is on their list of endangered plants. I made a photocopy of the botany book page in case you want it later.
That's something. I should go check it out. Maybe I can narrow down the place where that picture was taken.
My thoughts exactly. Here you go. The nature reserve is marked out on this map.
Jeez, you've been busy.
Well, you know, beats homework.
Amen to that. And, good work, Eileen.
Happy to help. So what...
Oh.
Oh, hang on. I'll go get that.
Okie dokie.
Achso, ich dachte, die geht von alleine hin.
Hello?
This is Erica Wade calling for Kathy Rain.
Speaking.
Miss Rain, this is terribly awkward. I realize now how rude I was before. I wanted to apologize and ask if there is anything I can do.
Darauf herumreiten, ihre Entschuldigung annehmen. Ich glaube, es ist schon sinnvoll, die Entschuldigung anzunehmen. Ansonsten könnte es passieren, dass die weiterhin keinen Bock mehr hat. Deswegen, ja.
Apology accepted. You can start by answering a few questions.
Very well.
Very well. Vorfall 81.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather that night in '81?
Not really, no. But what I do know is how it destroyed Father.
It did?
Oh, yes. The two of them were great friends once. And when Joseph was hurt, they hadn't been talking for some time. Father always hoped they would be able to reconnect one day. He kept putting it off, believing they had time. But in the end, it never happened.
So, what were things like back when they were still good friends?
Oh, they were like peas in a pod. Always sharing their war stories and laughing together. In a way, Joseph became the uncle I never had. He was around a lot when Father went out on business trips. Later on, I even met you a few times, when you were just a baby.
I don't remember any of that.
Oh, no matter, you were so little then.
Erica, I have to ask. Why were you so defensive on the phone earlier when I tried to reach out?
Oh, I don't know, Kathy. Our families haven't been in touch for a long time. I don't remember exactly when it happened, but we all started drifting apart. My guess is that it had to do with Father's growing wealth. Friendship needs common ground, and we started living in different worlds. What happened to your grandfather was the final nail in the coffin. Father just couldn't bear seeing him like that, neither alive nor dead.
Lily
What do
Myers?
you know about Lily Myers?
She was a young artist who lived somewhere in Conwell Springs. Killed herself, if I recall correctly. Dreadful thing. But other than that, not much. We never knew the family.
Ja, nur, dass dein Vater einfach mal für $5.000 Bilder von der gekauft hat.
What can you tell me about Mr. Wade?
My father is a great man. He has so many ideas, so much left to realize, which makes it hurt so much more to see him like this.
See him like what?
The illness and everything, of course.
Right. Yeah, it must be hard.
Oh, yes, indeed. I wish he wouldn't be so stubborn with his treatment. He could go to any state-of-the-art hospital, but insists on being treated in that backwater clinic in Conwell Springs.
The community clinic in the middle of town?
Yes. It's like he's given up and is just waiting for the inevitable to happen.
Haben wir einen neuen Ort entdeckt? Cocky, Rufzeichen.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky? It may be an Air Force call sign.
I can't say that I do. Father had many friends in the Air Force, but no one I can recall by that name.
Lily Myers, Kunst.
What do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Oh, that little girl had a twisted mind, let me tell you that. Oh, my father used to have a few pieces of hers in his collection. Horrible things. I couldn't understand why he ever decided to procure them in the first place.
You say used to have. Did he get rid of the paintings?
Oh, either that or he put them in storage somewhere. I haven't seen them for years. I never bothered to ask him why. Glad to be rid of them, quite frankly.
Könnte da der Schlüssel zu passen zu dem Lager? Kirche der Heiligen Dreifaltigkeit.
Do you know anything about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
It's the one and only church in Conwell Springs. I was baptized there, and I married my husband there.
Anything out of the ordinary about them?
Oh, not really. They seem like a typical church to me.
Ja, ne, dann habe ich keine weiteren Fragen.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Very well. Feel free to call back if you have any more questions.
Zack,
Alright.
und aufgelegt.
Wade is in Conwell Springs. He's being treated in the clinic.
Ja, neues Ziel, ne?
That was Erica Wade. Her father is being treated at the clinic in Conwell Springs.
Being treated? He's sick?
Looks that way. Small miracle they managed to keep it out of the press.
Yeah, I suppose you're returning to talk to him?
It'll have to be tomorrow. It's quite late for that now.
I suppose. Scrabble?
Oh, you're so on. I will crush you.
So sehr kann sie ja nichts gegen ihre Mitbewohnerin haben. Die Sequenz ist neu.
Your game today. Is everything all right?
Oh, shut up. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Oh, up late, thinking about your grandpa and everything?
Not just that, I keep having this bad dream. Well, it's not exactly a dream. It's something that actually happened.
Oh? What is it?
I'm not sure I should tell you.
You can trust me. Whatever it is, I promise I won't judge.
Well, it's your funeral. So, I used to be 16 and...
Also, doch, Schwangerschaftsabbruch. Hattest du gerade ein Aneurysma-I? Oh nein, ich habe es kaputt gemacht. Kann jemand helfen? Wir brauchen einen Notfall, Jesus, sofort.
Oh no, I broke it.
Please, go on.
Well, seeing as how I don't actually have a 5-year-old, you can probably put 2 and 2 together.
You had an abortion.
Sure did. Major pain in the ass too, but hey, couldn't let that pregnancy go untreated.
I'm glad you're telling me, but I really wish you hadn't done that, Kathy. Who was the,
Der Spender, du kennst ihn nicht. Kerl, der mich geschwängert hat. Jemand, der Ich mache dich zur Single-Mutter auf der Stirn stehen hat. Ich weiß seinen Namen nicht mal, könnte aber vermutlich bei einer Gegenüberstellung sein Johannes wieder. Aber ich glaube, der Satz passt am besten.
Guy who knocked me up. Single motherhood waiting to happen. Back then, I couldn't cook anything but microwave food, and I'd retch if I so much as walked past one trash can with smelly diapers in it. That kid would have been raised by my mother. I'd rather die than put another child through that.
I respect your decision, but you know how I feel about this. That guy up there, he's pro-life. And I'm with him.
I get that. I gotta say, you're being really cool about this, E. I was expecting you to clutch your cross, flip the table, and storm off or something.
I'm not a walking stereotype, you know.
Says the red-headed nerd with the glasses.
Ha ha. But Kathy, if you keep having that nightmare, perhaps you should talk to somebody about it.
Maybe. But I doubt obsessing over it is very healthy either. Your turn, E.
Oh, fine. Oh, I play apricot, orange. Yay, bingo. 67 points.
Well, ain't that fucking peachy.
At least it's not sour grapes.
Touché.
Alter! In dieser Nacht träumte Kathy.
A tainted one approaches. Is it time? Yes, a fire that burns so bright. It is almost unbearable to see. Indeed. It seems the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Shall we sculpt some flesh friends, then? Very well. I will attend to the threshold.
Das ist neu. Errungenschaft Freischalt, wow, die sind hypnotisierend. Ich meine, man sieht ja, wie Kathy so über Eileen gesprochen hat. Aber trotzdem, im Originalen konnte man sehen, so, ja, sie ist ihr doch, also Eileen ist Kathy doch wichtig gewesen. Und ich finde es schön, dass die Entwickler diese zusätzlichen Sequenzen mit reingebracht haben, weil mit der Story haben die nichts zu tun. Man konnte sich denken, dass das ein Schwangerschaftsabbruch ist, also eine Abtreibung. Und ja. Das ist nochmal so bestätigt bekommen, aber halt auch noch dieses dass sie doch miteinander umgehen wie Freunde, aber beziehungsweise halt freundschaftlich umgehen. Das ist ich finde das schön, dass das mit drin ist. Das ist ein kleines Detail. Wie gesagt, es trägt nichts großartig zur Story bei, aber es ist so ein bisschen wie wenn, das habe ich beim MCU gemerkt. Dieser Unterschied zwischen, wenn ein bestimmter Held 'n Film bekommt oder wenn er 'ne Serie bekommt, dass einfach wesentlich mehr Charakteraufbau und Worldbuilding möglich ist, wenn's halt 'ne Serie ist, weil du hast dann halt einfach die Zeit dafür. So ein Film ist so lang wie 2, vielleicht 3, ja, 3 Folgen. Und die Serien sind bisher immer doppelt so lang gewesen. Und dementsprechend kannst du halt auch einfach wesentlich mehr auf die Charaktere, auf die Story und so weiter eingehen. Und das finde ich wirklich cool. Finde ich schön. Und diese Sequenz gerade. Also ich kann so viel sagen, der Typ in dem roten Anzug, scheinbar der rote Mann, ähm, scheint, also ich hatte den in Erinnerung behalten als ein Typ, der eher neutral rumwandelt. Und das, was jetzt war, scheint mir so ein bisschen, dass er der Bösewicht ist. Ja, er wird also so, ja, als Let's Play so half blind, könnte man sagen. Das ist schön. Auch halt auch die neuen Rätsel. Aber ich quatsch jetzt nicht weiter. Obwohl ich sagen muss, ich muss mal kurz in den Discord reinschauen. Okay, nee, Discord ist gerade keiner online. Da werde ich höchstwahrscheinlich den Stream, also wenn jetzt die Sequenz vorbei ist und ich wieder spielen kann, werde ich den Stream wahrscheinlich beenden, weil ich merke, dass ich irgendwie so, oh, ich will schlafen. Und ich habe Hunger. Aber Sekunde. Und sie ist schon wach.
Good morning, sunshine.
Please tell me I dreamt all those Scrabble losses last night.
3 times in a row.
Rub it in, why don't you? I'll just go strangle myself now.
Oh, you. Don't be a sore loser. So what's the plan today?
Mr. Wade is the plan. I'll head for the clinic right away. While I'm at it, I'm gonna check out the church and the nature reserve.
Okie dokie. What can I do to help?
Why don't you continue looking into the lights? I have a feeling they're the key to solving all of this. You could also look up the history of Conwell Springs in general, see if anything unusual has been going on.
I'll get right on it.
Great. Thanks, E.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to check out the page I gave you about the red scythe. It's a pretty interesting flower.
Right. Yeah.
Neuer Schauplatz hinzugefügt. Und Auszug aus dem Botanikbuch. Karte. Springs, Wald, See.
One of the oldest Air Force bases in the U.S. Grandpa was stationed there during the war.
Die Karte hatte ich auch nicht. Gipfel? Naturschutzgebiet. Heilige Scheiße, es fühlt sich so an, als würde ich ein komplett neues Spiel spielen.
That looks like the town area itself. Conwell Lake, where Lily Myers met her demise. Conwell Woods. What were you doing out there, Grandpa? A prominent cliff top near the highway. Likely the most popular tourist spot in the area. Route 70, leading back to the city. It's the nature reserve, where the smoky lights were photographed.
Ich bin gerade am Überlegen, ob es tatsächlich Conwell Springs gibt. Mit Conwell Air Force. Müsste man ja eigentlich googeln können. Vor allem Highway 70. Müsste ja schon einiges aussagen können. Und ein paar Sachen sind raus. Okay. Okay, ist kein Tape drin.
It's a photocopy of a book page with information about the red scythe flower. Here's an interesting segment. Another interesting trait of the red scythe is the smell, which is familiar to that of a pepper. The pollen of the plant has also been known to cause hallucinations in concentrated amounts. Native American tribes harvested and smoked the plant for that reason, but the flower never caught on as a modern recreational drug due to the difficulty of growing it.
Naja, wenn die Nachfrage zu hoch ist. Ja. Okay.
All right, I'm off. Peace outie.
Okie dokie. Good luck and see you later.
Okidoki. Alles klärchen, Gummibärchen. Immer noch keine neuen. Bin empört. Jo, ich fahr mal zur Kirche.
Hello, Father.
Greetings, my child. I'm glad you decided to come here.
Yeah, but just so you know, I'm not here to join your church or anything.
Oh, I would never assume that.
Good. So, with that out of the way, I have some questions.
Anything you need. I'm Isaac Price.
Kathy Rain, but I'm guessing you figured that out already.
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here. So how can I be of service?
Isaac Price. Bevor ich das jetzt beende. Gut, kann ich. Price? Das stand ja auf dem Mausoleum drauf. Etwas, was ich vergessen habe. Deswegen ist das gerade so für mich so. Ja. Ja, wie gesagt. Hallo. Speichern. So, Spielladen ist dann da. Ach, automatisch wird auch noch gespeichert. Cool. Okay. Ja, dann, zurück zum Menü. Ja. Ist ja gespeichert. Ist ja alles gut hier. Oh, die Musik ist so schön. Ich liebe die Musik.